Hmm. 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 Oh, hey everybody. Well, look what just came in the mail right here. It's Colinite 845 Insulator Wax. This is one of the things you guys asked for a million bazillion times. I plan on trying it here very soon, probably on the Prelude, because the Prelude's wax is basically gone now. It's been on about 9 or 10 months now. It's time to go ahead and add some new stuff to it. But I just want to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. It just came in, and I'm definitely going to be trying this out. Hopefully in the next week or two. You guys never know. We literally just got home from Jacksonville, Florida. If you guys got to see on Instagram, you got to see all that stuff. Literally, it's been pouring from my Interstate 4 by Daytona all the way down. It was complete pouring. So it's good times out there right now. Big, heavy thunderstorm right now. But I just want to let you guys know we're going to be trying out the Insulator Wax. This is probably one of those ones that a lot of you guys asked for a million times. Does not smell good at all. But one of those times you get asked for all the time. I just got back home, so I haven't been able to respond to any of the coverall comments. I will be getting that stuff out really quick here. I'll be trying to respond to it. Excuse me. As you guys know, we're in Jacksonville, Florida, or if you followed my Instagram, we're in Jacksonville, Florida for my wife's 20th high school reunion, and we were at the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. That was pretty cool. You guys maybe got to see some pictures on Instagram, but we literally just got in, and I figured we'd do a little bit of a live stream here for you today. And welcome to the channel. I hope everybody's doing good, and we're going to have some fun here. So we're going to be fanboying out here. Sometime in the next week or two, I'm going to really bust my butt to get this done. I also went to the Chemical Guys detail store in Jacksonville, Florida. If anybody knows it, I actually finally got to go to one of them. They are building one in Orlando from what I hear. I have been invited next weekend to the Tampa store. Tampa is opening their store. It's like 5 minutes down the street from Busch Gardens, and we have season pass to Busch Gardens. So we might be going to next week's open house, or the original launch, the grand opening tomorrow, or I think it's next Saturday. Coming up here, and we're going to try and maybe go there for you guys. But I did get to walk around. I was the only person in the store. Literally was dead. It was nobody in there. So I picked up one or two things there while I was there, and then I headed back. So we had to get back to the fancy dinner and all that stuff. So that's what's been going on here. So I do have some more stuff coming out here, obviously, but I figured all my fanboys out there who keep asking for Colinite 845 nonstop, that we should go ahead and let you guys know a little bit of a sneak peek that we will be getting to this really quick here soon. So we'll be looking out for this in the next week or two. Price on it, I don't remember. I got it from AutoGeek, just letting you guys know. So I can look it up. Obviously, you guys can look it up too. I bought it from AutoGeek, so maybe somebody out there can holler at them and say it what it is. What's going on, guys? I see you all in here. I see Lewis, see Jamie, I see Venom, Robert. What's going on, man? Jonathan, Pooh, Ivor, Carlos, Mike. Yeah, everybody's up in here actually. Dan Hill, what's up, buddy? Ken, how you doing, buddy? Excellent. Just make sure that you heat it under a running heat. Oh, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be as much of a problem, especially with the Florida heat, especially in the summer, as you guys know. However, actually, with all the rain, it actually stays somewhat cool here. You'd be surprised because it normally would be like 95 degrees every day, but because of the rain, half the time we stay in the 80s and stuff like that, and then at night, one of the 70s, because literally it's pouring right now, a complete thunderstorm, and it's just the way it goes. So it keeps the temperature down pretty hard, except for the grass goes like this high. So I can see lightning in the outside right now. It's pretty crazy. Do you pressure wash your driveway? Yes, I do. I actually use the same pressure washer that you guys see, my Generac, but I bought one of these. It's a circular adapter that just clicks on the knob and you just kind of use it as like a broom, and it has the double heads that spin around like this the entire time. And that's how I clean my driveway. I do it about once a year, as I make sure I really get out there and clean it. You just kind of go back and forth, and then once it's clean and all bright, shiny white again, go to the next section. You just do one section at a time and just slowly work your way out. And then I go down all the sidewalks and stuff like that. So it might take us about a day or two, especially in the day, but it works out really good. Las Vegas here, you're saying, yep. The fact is, it's great because we've been saved by all the heavy summer rains that we usually get here. That every afternoon about 3 or 4 o'clock, it starts getting really windy and dark, and then the thunderstorms hit, and man, the temperature goes down. Now, if it rains and stops, it's terrible because of the humidity. But other than that, man, it's awesome. I mean, if you can deal with your car being dirty all the time because of all the rain, I'd rather have the rain than I'd rather be dealing with 95-degree heat every single day, plus all that humidity that comes along with it in Florida. What's in your hand? How's it going? How you doing, Scott? It is going to be Insulator Wax Colinite 845. This is one of those big ones that has been asked about hundreds of times. You guys got to see coverall that just came out yesterday on my video. Has tons and tons of views already on it. It's going to be a pretty hot video. I knew it was going to be pretty good because everybody kept asking for it. So I will try and get those out sooner than later. Please bear with me. It's just going to take me a little bit of time. Obviously, I just need a day to get this stuff done because I want to kind of maybe like go over the car. Like the blue car is what I'll probably put it on just because it needs the wax right now. And then I'll put this on top of it. So maybe just like a cleaner polish, something like that. The paint's obviously not in the best condition. You guys see that on the blue car, but just, clean it up the best I can and then add a nice layer of wax on it to protect it. So that's probably my game plan right here. Justin Kelly made it, man. How you doing, man? Best wax I ever used was Meguiar Bright Liquid Wax. Okay. Trust me, you still need to heat it up. It should be running like water. If it's not, heat it up some more. Okay, I can do that for you, Ken. I mean, I know it's always winter down there and here. So the cap's off it. It doesn't go anywhere. This is what Ken's talking about here, that he's saying you need to heat it up because it will not come out. Because it actually, I read on it, it was actually designed for to be protecting, oh God, what's it called? Power lines up there, the insulators. That's what it was actually designed for. And they saw how good the insulation and protection was of this on there. So that's what the actual insulator wax is made for, to insulate all the electrical stuff and give us some extra protection. It's pretty crazy how when you think about it. What do you recommend for wheel cleaner? Diablo, I would say Eagle 1 A to Z wheel cleaner, or even the new Mcguire's Ultimate Wheel Cleaner. Those two are going to deal you for over the counter. Perfect. You don't really need to spend any more money than that, really. Which nozzle color do you use for washing the car? I use the white nozzle tip on mine, and I keep it away probably about that far from the car's paint. I don't get all the way up on it. I stay probably about a foot or two away because it's more than enough pressure to knock off all the loose dirt, especially suds and stuff like that, as you guys got to see. So what I do is when I make your videos for your stuff, what I'll do is I'll rinse down all the light dirt and stuff like that first, and then I'll attach the foam can to the end of it, and that's when I make the video. So all the loose dirt's already knocked off. Then I came back with a foam can, let it sit there for, a minute or two, let it all just completely drip off down. And then I come back here with a white tip on it, and I just stay back, I don't know, like I said, we'll just say 2 feet, and then I just go ahead and just rinse it all the way down again. And that's basically all I do when I'm using the foam can. Now, if you really want to get really into it, then you would bring out the two bucket method and go from there. Ever thought about starting your own detail business? No, because I already have a career job, man. I do this for fun, man. It's not meant to do it as a career. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I just hit my subscription box, and there's 2 YouTubers I see that I've watched for a while that are kind of on the gaming technology side of it. And one literally said he's completely burnt out now, and he's been doing this for years, and he has I would say almost about 700,000 subscribers, and the dude literally is completely burnt out. And so thankfully I have a job that's not too bad, and I'm in the shipping industry, so I don't have to worry about being burnt out. It's the same job every day. You just show up, and it's not bad. I work in the evenings, you guys know, so I get home till night. It works out. It's pretty good. So I don't have to worry about doing this for a job because I already have a good paying job with great benefits, pension, and stuff like that. What do you think about the best trimmer store? I've tried a few different ones, honestly, to tell you the truth. I've tried ones from Turtle Wax. The Turtle Wax one is really good, but damn, it's greasy. I mean, it's like greasing your hands. I've tried the Mother's one. It lasts for about 2 to 3 months. The same with the Mcguire's one. That lasted me 2 to 3 months. Solid without fur starting to fade. I want to say Turtle Wax probably honestly lasted the longest, maybe because the formula was so greasy, just soaked in there. So we'll see what happens. Excuse me. I'm thinking about coming to Florida to Universal Studios. Do you know of a way to get a good deal on park passes? I honestly don't, man. We have season pass holders because in Florida it's dirt cheap for all 3 parks. So for your Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, and Volcano Bay, it's like $300 something for the entire year. That's all it is. It's really cheap. And maybe it's a bit more by now, but you get unlimited days at there. You get VIP parking up front. You get like 20% off of everything in this place. You get 20% off. They have pass holder only days at night. It's pretty cool. They'll close the parks down and open them up at 5 or 6 o'clock, and it's only pass holders in the park at all. It sometimes is a lot busier than just even going on a regular day because literally all the pass holders come in and it's suddenly packed. You're like, wait a second, this isn't right. We get free fast passes with ours. Anything past 4 p.m. we can literally use your ID to get in the thing, and you can actually walk on every ride. It basically, you just go right to the front of the line, the fast pass line. So it really is cool. Universal is not near as expensive as Disney. You might be able to look online. Maybe they have some good deals. Sometimes they'll have a combination with, if you stay at one of their hotels, then they'll give you this for next to nothing. Maybe it's something you guys want to look into. I don't personally know what y'all are looking to do. Yes, Robert, I get that all the time, buddy. Thank you for the question about your wax. How do you get off the trip or weather stripping? Okay, you want to get it off as fast as possible if you accidentally get it on there. There is actually a lot of companies now are starting to come out with products to actually remove it. I actually have the stuff from McKee's 37. I know Chemical Guys now has a trim restore stuff on it. There just seems like more and more companies are coming out with it, as well as more companies are changing their waxes and stuff like that to where they will not turn your plastics white or anything like that. But I mean, I've seen people like toothbrushes get in there, all-purpose cleaners, everything. It gets pretty crazy. So that's why I want it. If you ever touch any of the plastics, get it off immediately. Or if you really want to get technical with it, get blue painter's tape before you even go over your paint and just cover the stuff. Honestly, I'd rather see you spend money on a wax that will not haze it up, you know what I mean, and make it turn white. And just spend the money on it that way. If you do, oops, I bumped the plastic, it's not going to do anything for you, you know what I mean? $300 each person. Yes, Adam, it's around $380 for each person for the entire year. So, and actually what they did now is, starting last year, if you bought it, you got 3 extra months for free. So technically you got 15 months for the $380 or something like that. So you had all 3 parks, no blackout dates, free VIP parking up front, all the 20% off discount. You got the fast passes past 4 p.m. As long as it's past 4 p.m., you just walk up to the guy at the front of the line, fast pass line, you show them your ID and they scan your card and you just go whoop right up to the front of the line. It's really, really cool. So it's awesome. Well worth it. And Disney is, I want to say Disney is about $1,100 or $1,200 for unlimited. We have it, but it's not cheap. Axe body wash and foam cannon. Yeah, that could be pretty fun. You know what I mean? That could be pretty stinking good. Well, let's see what else we got in here. What do we got here? Do you do any paint correction with the compounds and polishes? Yes, I have. I've actually done many times before. I've used anything from Mcguire's Ultimate Compound Polish. I've used it from Chemical Guys. I've used it from Guerrero's Garage. I do have HD Speed. I will be trying that here eventually. That's more of a glaze, but it's also a polish as well as a protectant. It's kind of like an all-in-one. I notice a lot of the companies now are going to all-in-ones where you have your light paint, your paint correction, you have your you'll actually have a wax in it as well. You know what I mean? So it's kind of an all-in-one. It's pretty crazy. Is Guerrero's Garage Speed Shine good? Yes, I did not have any issues with it at all. But what I always recommend when it comes to Guerrero's is I like to buy the really big bottles. I think they're like 32 or 35 ounces. You can get them from Auto Geek. They come in a much bigger bottle than the ones you can buy just like your AutoZone. Definitely the way to go. It is a lot cheaper. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on McKee's 37? I've only tried one of their products. They seem solid. Again, I have only tried one of their products before, so I don't know. Ever thought about respraying the rims? Right now, Christopher might have more important things with paying off the GTR that I just don't really care about spending a lot of money on the Prelude. It was to, I did the transmission swap because the transmission was starting to slip in second gear pretty bad. Like if you hit the gas, it would just sit there and just like jump and it wouldn't go anywhere. So I went ahead and took care of that. What else did I do? Just some basic stuff, that needed to be done to it. But right now, until the GTR is paid off, I'm just kind of just throwing all the money at that. The wheels are work. There's nothing, they're not broken, so I'm not going to worry about spending the money to fix them. Maybe if I got it as a gift or something, I'd have them done. But at this point, I'm just like, because I'm sure it would cost like, $200 or $300 to have them all done professionally again. And maybe one day we'll get it done. But for now, I'm just kind of like back burner kind of thing. You guys know what I mean? The 3D car wash and wax. Can I send you some of the money? You can definitely send me whatever you want, Robert. You can either send it through via PayPal. I have a link on my channel, or you can donate through here. And then what I do is I buy everything. I actually get a lot of that stuff from Auto Geek because it's right there in Stuart, Florida. They're the ones that have Detail Vest. So if I order it, let's say before 5 p.m., it'll be at my house the next day. It's awesome. You don't have to pay for next day or shipping or anything because they're in Florida. So it gets delivered the very next day. As long as it's, I think you have to have it ordered by 5 p.m. so it gets through their system and they get it on the truck in time when it gets picked up to be sent to the shipment center. So it works out really good. How long would it take you to wash, clay bar, and polish your car? It depends. Vehicles are different sizes. The GTR, when I first bought the GTR, it had so many swirls in it. It took me about 7 hours to paint correct it. But I've heard of like some of the pros of getting upwards of like 20-something hours on one car, if not even more, if they're going for a show car shine. Let's say we're going to a concours tour or something like that. They're going to pay these guys, a couple $1,000s to have their cars done. And they will literally take the car and take it inside a shop for a couple days or they'll show up at the person's garage, and they'll do it in their garage for a couple of days to make sure every little thing is immaculate before they even take it to the show. You guys know what I mean? So, but it took me about 7 hours to paint correct. And then obviously I used Chemicalized Jet Seal at the time on it, and that was really easy to apply. Jet Seal is super easy to apply, and it works out great. I want you to try out some rinseless wash. I do have a Grillo's Garage rinseless wash. If you guys can give me some time, I would be glad to try it out. But I do have rinseless wash, but I haven't had a chance to test it out yet. You know what I mean? It's not one of the more requested things. Like coverall is highly requested. Colonite Insulator Wax is very highly requested. A lot of your over-the-counter stuff, you'd be really surprised. You guys would really be surprised how much demand you have for even like stuff like Turtle Wax. Let's say I put out a Turtle Wax video. Maybe some people think they're a cheaper brand. I can definitely see them getting better every year personally because I try them every year. They always send me their stuff for trial. And I'll get so many views on that opposed to some higher end, let's say a niche brand. And they'll actually, let's say if I tried a Chemical Guys product, but I'll put a Turtle Wax product. Let's say they're both spray waxes. Let's say the Chemical Guys one gets 2,000 or 3,000 views over a week or two. That Turtle Wax one over a week or two, maybe by the end of the month, will have 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 views. It's just people want to see the average everyday Joe stuff more than they want to see the order online high-end stuff, unless they're well-known, you know what I mean, or there's in high demand. So that's why I always try and stick with that stuff first, and then we roll back and go from there. Now I know what you mean about parking far out. So many parking lot, no matter. They really will. Lex, even when I have, like, we had her minivan, obviously, in Jacksonville all weekend. Every single place, even at the stadium yesterday where the Jacksonville Jaguars play, I was all the way out here against the curb. I mean, way out there against one of the side curbs, so that way nobody would be next to us. It's so everywhere I go, Lex, it's just what we do with all our vehicles. I just park them way out there. Even with my motorcycle, for the most part, I kind of stay away from the other motorcycles. I stay like over here in the work parking lot and go from there. Are you going to detail? David, I've been invited. Is that you, David? Somebody invited me. Actually, one of my subscribers. Hold on, guys. I'll think. David might be the subscriber, so bear with me, guys. I actually, guys, I went to the detail store yesterday in Jacksonville, Florida, and somebody told me that they've invited me over there because they actually are going to be an employee there, and so they've invited me to actually come out there for the grand opening of Detail, the Chemical Guys Detail Garage over there in Tampa, Florida. So I'll try and find it, guys. So bear with me here because I took pictures. I put it up on Instagram. If you haven't seen Instagram, you guys really need to check that stuff out because I usually post a bunch of stuff there, like a bunch. Yeah, like here, see, I was actually after the place yesterday for you guys. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I'm not as active on. Facebook, I'm way more active on. You go from there. It's JR Will 93. I guess that's his screen name, JR Will 93. If you're here, what's up, dude? He's invited me. He's actually an employee, and he said, I'd like you to swing by if you have a time. He's like, I've been watching your channel for a while, so I will do my best. We'll see what happens, because they're literally going to be, I think they're for like 5 minutes down the street on this side of Busch Gardens, so it's not too far away. I literally watch your videos like, thanks a lot, Based. I do this for fun. Thankfully, I only have to do this for fun. I'm not the one trying to hustle, trying to make a YouTube living, trying to bust my tail, trying to make a lot of drama, catchy videos, and stuff like that to get you to get clicks and stuff. I'm so happy I don't have to live that lifestyle, and it's much better. So when I have good subscribers that want to watch my stuff, to me, I'm just thankful that you guys actually want to do that stuff, and it makes me happy. I get to hang with you guys, and we got 40 people in here. We're chilling out. I like this kind of easy lifestyle, you know what I mean? Because I still have my main job, which I have to work every day of the week, Monday through Friday. And then, so this has always been a hobby, and it will always be a hobby. If it does good one day and blows up, fine. If it doesn't, you know what, we're good, Nice mug. Yeah, dude, this is from Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. By the way, with the Halloween Horror Nights, getting back to that, or getting back to the Universal Studios, if you have the high-end, the I guess they call it Premier, 3-park one or whatever, before it was 2-park, before they had the Volcano Bay water park, you got a 1 free night at Halloween Horror Nights every single year free. You didn't have to pay a dime for it. And so this was from last year's Bill and Ted's. After 27 years, they're getting rid of Bill and Ted's thing. That was the last year of Bill and Ted's. They have Bill and Ted's, like, I guess you want to call it, live stage show, and they make fun of all current events and all movies and stuff like that. It's really, really good. And for after 20-something years of getting rid of it, people, that's Thunder pretty good right now. They're finally getting rid of it, and people were just up in arms about it. They're furious about it. So that's what this thing is, saying farewell, dudes. You should make a detailing series, man. I have tons of stuff, man. Feel free to you can feel free to look through anything you want, man. Just ask me if anything. Again, I'll do the best I can to describe it to you. That's the great thing. And if not, I'll push you on to somebody who can answer it better. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be the next Ammo NYC or Mike Phillips from a garage and all this kind of big stuff. I just like doing this for fun, and it's so much better. How do you make your exhaust tip shine? I actually use metal polish. The last metal polish I used was the brand new one from 303, and it did really, really good job. I like Eagle One's metal polish. I love Mother's metal polish for sure. Any one of those three I could use all day long. 303 is obviously a lot smaller company. They're really trying to break out into the car side, because for a long time they only worried about like just in around the house cleaning, fabric protectant, stuff like that, like cleaning and other things. Well, they really started to get into the car market, and I'm glad of it. And they, of course, always send me the stuff to try, and I'm cool. I'm so happy that Melissa and them hooked me up with all this stuff. Where'd you get the Colonite wax? Pooh, I got it from Auto Geek. So Auto Geek is that big giant detailing reseller down there in Stuart, Florida. So basically they're bringing most of the major brands and a lot of smaller brands into their giant warehouse, and then you order it from them. So you can get everything. So you don't have to just order from Colonite. You can get Colonite, you can get Mcguire's, you can get Mother's, you can get 3D from them. You want to get all this stuff, you can get it from them, which actually works out really good. And they're the ones that host Auto Geek every year at Detail Fest down there. Now it's at Palm Beach Convention Center. We went the last 2 years. And Stoner Car Care hooks me up with free passes every year. So that's always a lot of fun. Did you hear of the CG? I have not, Daniel, but I did yesterday buy the VO7 spray sealant. You guys get a lot of people were asking about that. The chemical guys. When I was at the detail store yesterday, I went ahead and picked it up. So be looking out for that one here as well. Texas Chaos, what's up, man? A lot of people say Colonite, Jessica. I've heard the same thing, Texas. I hear it all the time. I hear people requesting it nonstop. So when I was online shopping the other day at Auto Geek, I went ahead and I'm like, well, I try and remember what you guys always write in comments, what you guys ask for, and that's what I just did. I went from there. Hey, buddy, have you ever used Car Pro Reload? I have not. Actually, matter of fact, Dwayne, I actually have the, what's it called? Ceramic Coating 3.0 UK. It actually comes with a sample bottle of the Reload, which is, I guess, their spray sealant that's supposed to be added on like once a month or whatever to their ceramic coating. But I just haven't had a full weekend to myself where I can just knock out the paint. I did a lot of it, and then I wasn't feeling very good, so I just kind of just stopped. I just was having a bad day, with major sinus headaches, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done here. I was like, I don't need to do this. Forget it. And that's all I did. So I will eventually get that thing finished, but I was like, oh, forget it. I'm just too tired. There's 40 people with only 8 likes. Well, that's because they're not as cool as you, Venom. Only Venom is that cool, buddy. I'm gonna through everything. Who is the most successful person at your wife's high school reunion? I don't know. I mean, there's a circuit judge that we met. He's Terry. Can you help me out with him? There's a circuit judge who's in charge of 3 different counties. We met 3 doctors came out of her class. There's 2 other doctors besides her, lawyers, because she went to a prep school, get you ready for college and all that stuff. So there's a lot of those kind of people in her. They had a lot of business people in there. We met one guy. He works for Porsche at one of the fancy dealerships there. He's I guess he's working his way up the management line. Who else do we've seen? A lot of small business owners that came out. It's just the way it goes, that kind of prep school. That's what most of those people are going because they're really wanting to go up. Met one kid, they go into the Naval Academy, he was in the Navy as a submariner. A lot of that kind of things, they're definitely going on to college, and so they're getting prepared for college. So college is a lot easier when they get there, kind of thing. Ivor, I work in the shipping industry, man. I worked when I was started when I was 17 years old, and I just never quit, man. I just literally stayed until now. I'm still there, and I've got many years to go. It's the way it goes, man. So I've been at my company 21 years, and I've got great pension, great healthcare, free healthcare for everything for the whole family, good pay rate. So there's no really reason to complain or leave. You know what I mean? Just join the stream. If you haven't already, please try Meguiar 3-in-1 Colonite 45 on top. I promise you'll love it. Actually, Excalibur, I actually brain farted. I did get 3D HD speed. I also bought that when this came in, so I definitely plan to try that as well. I know it's one of the big professionals that loves to use that one as well. What's up, Cody, man? How you doing, buddy? Have you tried any hydrocellular? No, man, I get a lot of questions all the time, Lance. I just need to break down and buy it. So if anybody will feel like sending it to my P.O. box, or anybody wants to donate, I'll buy it and send it over, to directly to my house. That works too, you know what I mean? But I get those questions all the time about the hydrocellular because it's all over, like the ads, suggested ads and stuff like that. What's up, Chris? How you doing, buddy? It looks like you can get most of the Griot's products. You can. Yes, you can, Pooh. You can get almost all the Griot's products. And I like it because they sell the much bigger bottles than the tiny little things. I always spend the extra couple dollars for the bigger bottles. It makes it much better. Hey, there's Melissa from 303. That's pretty funny that you say that. Good call on the colonite. The thinner it goes, the better. For sure. Yeah, we'll definitely be trying this out here really soon. Give me a little bit of time here to breathe, and I'll be able to knock it out for you. Do not use colonite with Jetscar or any sealant. It will cause sweating. Yeah, no. I would definitely no. All I would do with Alex Caliber is use a light polish or something on the blue car, because the blue car obviously has a lot of rock chips and stuff from all the years of driving back and forth. That car has like 197,000 miles on. I've driven it everywhere. So I just do a light polish on it, stuff like that, nothing crazy, and then I'll just toss this on top. No, I won't. But so I won't be stacking it with anything. This will literally, because when I try a lot of the products, I like to give everybody like a fair and balanced review on it, so that way I can give you guys a solid heads up of what to expect. You know what I mean? And not to stack it with one sealant or another to give you guys, how do I want to say it, false results. You know what I mean? Like if we put like a sealant and then we did a spray wax on top, and I'm like, oh, look at the repellency. Well, now, is it coming from the sealant or is it coming from the spray wax? You guys get what I'm saying. So that's what I really try and do. You know what I mean? What part of engine, piston, armor, all wheel wipes? No, not. I don't really want to try them, Lex. I can only imagine the brake dust and debris that would get trapped between that little thin piece of paper and your wheels, which are of course clear coated, and you're like, scratch them all. That's essentially what it's going to do, just to get down my paint. I would never suggest it. You guys know what I mean? What's up, Edgar? How you doing, buddy? Like stuff doesn't take too much. Honestly, just a good spray wax, even some great spray sealants would be really good for you if you don't really want to take too much. It's not going to last maybe as good as a proper sealant or anything like that. But hey, spray sealant, I used it on my wife's minivan. I think it lasted for about 8 to 9 months for just a spray sealant. I was really happy with the results of how well it lasted. So for sure, definitely for sure. Let me take a pause real quick and give a shout out to vanilla wafers. I absolutely love these things since I was a little kid. I'm going to go ahead and eat one right now because I love them that much. You know what I mean? What's the best way to polish and wax on areas of vehicles where you can't use? Okay, Dan, you can either get one of the smaller, like a 3-inch polishers, or I've seen a lot of the guys, what they'll do is they'll change out the backing plate to a much smaller backing plate on the bigger ones. So a lot of them are interchangeable. So they just take out some big backing plate and they just put like a little 3-inch backing plate on the bigger one, and it usually works out good. I do have both polishers from Griot's Garage, a 3-inch and a 6-inch. But if not, you just about change out the backing plates and go from there. Oh yeah, dude. If Vanilla Wafers wants to sponsor my channel and send me a lifetime supply, please tell them to send them my way. I absolutely love these. Even since I was a little kid, I love Vanilla Wafers. It's just one of my big favorites. You guys know what I mean? Have you ever heard about Bead Maker? No, I haven't, Bobby. I'm sorry, I haven't. Where are the Grom videos? Well, I've got to be able to ride the Grom first, Lex. The last day, obviously, we literally just got home from Jacksonville, Florida, so I wasn't able to. We left Friday afternoon, so I've been gone since Friday afternoon. It was a 3-day event for her graduation, so yeah, about that. You know what I mean? You leave Central Florida and roll up to the Smoky Mountains to the GTR. When you get in there, probably a waterless wash is what I'd honestly use. A really good waterless wash. Probably I'd say right now my favorite waterless wash would be Masterson's, because it gives you a little bit of spray sealant as well as the actual waterless wash. To me, when I put them all together, I don't know what it is. Maybe the sealant inside of it, it's just a lot thicker, a lot richer. And I just feel like, don't get me wrong, I might be way off, and according to the lab results, that kind of thing. But for me personally, the way I see it is, it just it gives it more lubricity on there, which is going to help encapsulate the dirt and just easily make it wipe away. And I've tried a lot of good spray washes, but it just seems like that is my favorite right now by far. But there's definitely a lot of good ones. So I would definitely use a waterless wash if I was there. I've been to Z-Days up at the Tail of the Dragon. If you guys know what Z-Days is, it's where all Z's from Nissan Z's from all generations go there now. But so once in a while, you'll have a lot of GTRs that will show up, and then some like Infinity G's will show up as well to there. But they'll usually have hundreds and hundreds of the Z cars show up. They rent out Fontana Village, which is like imagine like a giant camping ground that has like cabins everywhere. So you rent out your cabins and stuff, and it's like 4 days long of just like, you know, big car shows, giveaways, raffles, drinking fest. I mean, they literally, it's party central for like 4 days up in the Smoky Mountains up to Tail of the Dragon. And people will just go out in big groups and they go up and down the Tail of the Dragon. But usually the cops are terrible, absolutely terrible out there. So as soon as you take a corner around the edge of the mountain, boom, that cop's sitting right there. It's just nuts how bad they were. People were getting tickets left and right. Gustavo, I just use a regular, actually just sprayer nozzle. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. I've had different nozzles, but it all does the same. As long as the water gets sprayed out, don't bother me. You know what I mean? If you have a chance to check it out, it's insane. A rag company in Auto Geek style. Oh, okay, that's good. Watch the videos on the Glossworks thing. Oh yeah, Glossworks is a pretty good car wash for sure. Solid, man. Really good in the foam cannon as well. Hey, what's up, Colin? How you doing, buddy? Vanilla wafers and peanut butter sandwiches. I'm telling you right now. Oh yeah, my wife is all about banana pudding. Let me tell you. I think that's probably her favorite dessert. Let's just say. You know, it's just one of these things that, you know, when you were a little kid, they gave you these. You know, when you're a little kid, and you fell in love with them. They taste so good, and it's just one of those things that, to this day, I'm 38 years old, and I still absolutely love these things. So shout out to Nabisco. Wink, wink. If you guys want to sponsor me, send me some boxes. Free shout outs for you guys. I love this stuff. It's great. You know what I mean? Best wheel cleaner in your opinion? I tried auto clean wheels, and it wasn't. From my personal experience, I like Eagle 1 A to Z a lot. I've never had any problems with it. I've had really good results so far with them. The new Mcguire's Ultimate, brand new for this year. That's really good. I had really good results with that one. What else have I had? That's really, really good. I'm trying to think. I know my mind's drawing a blank here. I know. Let's see. Diablo was okay. Masters is okay. What else? I'm drawing a blank here, guys. I mean, after you try as many as I have, it just starts to like. Which one? Adams was okay. Sonax was good, but Sonax stinks so bad. I will always remember that. Sonax, the German company, it really stinks bad. What else? I like the double wheel cleaner, but a lot of people didn't like it. The pina colada smell or whatever, and they pulled it because remember Mcguire's mixed up, and they pulled it. And I think the reason why they pulled it is because they had to make their new Mcguire's Ultimate that was changing color as well. And I really honestly think that's why they pulled it. Hello, what's your favorite strip wax? Oh, man. What I actually use right now would be either Griot's Garage Paint Prep. It'll strip the wax, so that means you don't have to actually wash your car. If you're going to wash your car, you can get something like the Turtle Wax Max Power or that new Mcguire's is it deep super it's called super clean, deep clean, super clean. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. It's at Walmart. Just use it at the higher level and you'll be able to strip your waxes and sealants with it. But there's no reason for you to go all out and spend crazy money. Not when there's too many products like that. Even if you want to go with Dawn dish soap, at least you'd have something getting stripped off. You know what I mean? Give my truck a nice gloss. It's been said that it is good to use a detail spray after washing your car. It will help push away the water, Dan. I've showed my friend when he was here with the 370Z when I did a waterless wash. So it was all wet, and I used the detail spray, and it actually literally pushes the water away. It's really cool, and you can actually get to see it. It is, I guess, a good way, and you get a little bit of shine out of it. I would even say maybe even go with a spray wax while you're drying, as long as it's made to be used in a drying while the car is still wet. That way you get a little bit of protection as well as help move the water away a lot faster. You know what I mean? What's your favorite tire shine so far? I've tried so many stuff. Daniel, that's all going to be subjective to what you personally like. I had a really good try with that coverall stuff. I haven't even driven the car since then because I did it middle of last week, and I put the video. I think I did it on last Thursday, and of course we left Friday, so I never drove the car. It's been getting rained on. I'll tell you that every single day. It's pouring right now here in Florida. I hear it. I like the Dub tire shine. I like the Mother Speed shine. I love Griot's Garage. I love Mcguire's Ultimate Tire Gel. I like, what else do I like? Adams VRP. I like Masterson's trim and shine, tire shine is very good. Adams is very good. It's Chemical Guys VRP. That's right. Adams, tire shine. So it's all going to depend what you want. If you want a ridiculously high shine or just a clean shine, go from there. That kind of thing. I haven't seen Meguiar, Bright, or Dub products on the shelves. Yeah, it's polished because they made way for the 2018 products, and I know it's because Mcguire's makes Dub that they ended up pulling it because they could put their new stuff on. I know you can still find Dub in places like, I think I want to say it's Advanced Auto Parts, AutoZone, stuff like that, but you're not going to find it on Walmart shelves anymore. You know what I mean? Because they're all, from what I understand, it's cool when you know what I mean? I'm getting connection unstable, so I don't know what that was. That's really weird. So hopefully we're not going to lose the power or cable. I mean, it is pouring right now, so I do apologize if it bops out for a second. You know what I mean? But they told me they literally have to go up before Walmart. Let's say for this coming year, for 2019, they have to start approaching Walmart, and let's say for 2019 year, they have to approach them starting in March and April and start talking to them about, okay, this is what we're talking about. Even if they don't have the product and it's just in a clear thing, they have to at least start talking to them about what products they'd like to have on the shelf, and then what products they currently have that they want to keep on the shelf. And that's generally the way how it actually goes when you're actually dealing with Walmart. Now, obviously, Walmart's the big boy. That's what's going to get them the most sales. And they have to kind of fight for the shelf space. And if their products aren't moving, well, Walmart will actually limit, I guess you want to say, the amount of room they have so they can give more room to a product like Mcguire is a bigger company that might sell more. So that's generally the way. It was really interesting getting to talk to them and hearing about how the business aspect of it works, because it's what moves products. This might be the best damn wax on the market, but if this is not moving product and the cheaper products from, let's say, Armor All do, they're going to give Armor All the room, and that's just generally the way it goes. So that's what kind of sucks about it. McKee 37 Hydro Blue, you spray the whole car, wet, rinse it off, and it immediately makes it water bead. It's like, yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about McKee. So McKee, the owner is named McKee. He's the one that actually started and owned AutoGeek up until last year. He sold AutoGeek lock, stock, and barrel, but the only thing he took with him was his personal McKee's brand of detailing stuff. But he was actually the owner of AutoGeek. He's the one that started it. He's the one that built it up from the ground to what it is now. So that's actually his brand, personal brand name is McKee's 37. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Have you tried any Trinova cleaning supplies? I have not, buddy. I have not. I've heard of a few things about Trinova, but I don't have enough knowledge to be able to tell you anything more about it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to BS you. God, I've seen that so much from other people and stuff. They just BS and they lie and they don't know what they're talking about. And it's not worth it. If I don't know it, I don't know it. You know what I mean? Do you ever plan on moving out of Florida? No, man, I was born and raised in Florida. There's no need. I would like to personally have a small house out in the Rocky Mountains, like your Colorado or Montana, like a small little 3-bedroom house. I showed my wife some of the pictures of some of the homes on the lakes right around Glacier National Park up in Montana. And Glacier National Park is like the Alps. I mean, there's these huge mountains. It's just beautiful, glaciers everywhere. And the water, you can see right down to the lake bottom. It's just beautiful out there. And she thought it was really pretty too. I said, no matter what, next year we were going on a trip. We're going to fly out to Denver, rent a van, because some of her doctor friends from residency live out in Denver now. We'll go visit them a day or two, and then we're going to work our way up to like Yellowstone National Forest, and then work our way up through, go from Colorado up through Wyoming up into Montana. So you start getting an idea, because I told her, I said, I have no more desire to have a huge expensive car anymore. I'd obviously like a 4-door car, but something a lot more affordable. I don't want to dump a lot of money into it. I'd rather start dumping money into an account where I'm buying a second home somewhere, like a small vacation home, where me and my son, or whatever, we can go skiing and get him into skiing, that kind of thing. Because I've been skiing a few times and I love it. We'll go maybe a hike trail hiking, have a dirt bike for him out there. We can do things together, more outdoorsy stuff than we can here, and where it's not burning up a heat every day, But no, I don't plan on leaving Florida ever. If you tried new finish polish, I have not. Actually, Dalton, one of my subscribers, sent me the spray polish, I guess it is. He sprayed it to me last week, so I definitely plan to try it out. So give me a couple of days on the spray. Hopefully the next day or two, I want to actually try that out. So we'll see what happens. Advanced Auto Parts carries some Dub products, especially the orange. Oh, yeah. And that's what the thing is. I just think that they were pushed out of Walmart, essentially. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, good froze. That's really good, man. I'm glad to hear that you've been using this for a while. I'm hyped to try it out. I've heard a lot of excellent things about it. We can go from there. Damn, it is pouring here right now. I'm inside. You can just hear just right now. It's nuts right now. How is the coverall done? As far as I can see, it's okay. But again, we didn't get back till late tonight. I did see it on Friday. It rained Thursday night, like I called in the video. I knew it was going to rain. It rained. I didn't drive it though. It was still a somewhat like a medium shine. It wasn't as high as it was, but I really want to see. The cool thing that we'll be able to see here is I'm going to make an update video because I'm going to check it tomorrow. Hopefully, I want to do an update video like I've done in the past for a couple of products now and see, is it really waterproof? Because I have not driven it since I put that tire shine on. I backed it. I put it up against the garage like I always do. I just park it closer to the garage. And it's been rained on every single day from what I can tell. It's pouring right now. So that way we can actually see if it actually truly is waterproof and lives up to the claim. And I haven't driven it. So, sometimes when you drive it, it just like wears off really fast. But I haven't driven it. So if there's any shine left, hey, we'll be able to show it. But if not, we'll actually say, hey, it's not waterproof. Because I had a couple of comments in there I read. But right before getting online, you all were saying it's not waterproof at all. Trust me. So that should be a lot of fun to be able to either make or break their claim, you know what I mean, about being waterproof. Just got a new shiny black truck and advice on protecting. It's going to come down to proper cleaning techniques, Lex, man. You want to use clean mitts. You want to have a grit guard bucket, stuff like that. You want to use the best way where you don't have to instill any car washing swirl. Sometimes you get stuff in your mitt, your whatever, or you're just like drying towel and you just drag it across it while you're washing it or drying it off. So you really, especially with a black vehicle, damn, you're going to have to bust your tail, man, and put a nice sealant on there, maybe some wax on there. Get as much protection on that bad boy as you can. Black looks beautiful when it's shiny, but, man, it shows up the swirls like that. There's no other color that shows swirls as bad as black does. Have you ever checked out My Chemical Supply store in Port St. Florida? No, I haven't, buddy. Are you talking about Port St. Lucie? Because that's right down there in their store. Sounds like a great plan. Tips on removing hard water spots from windows. I've tried everything. I saw something the other day. I'm part of a detail group on Facebook, and somebody showed they used. It's crazy. It's very crazy when you think about it. They were using a wheel cleaner. I forgot what wheel cleaner it was. I want to say it was a chrome wheel cleaner. I know it's crazy as hell. But the guy had hard water spots on his glass on a customer's thing. He wanted to show everybody the tip he figured out, where he used a chrome. I don't know. It was a wheel cleaner for chrome wheel cleaner. He just sprayed it onto a little thing, applicator pad, and just worked it in like this. And then it came back and they just used regular window cleaner after that to just get the glass clean and stuff like that to remove any of the last stuff. It was spotless. I've never seen anything like it. It was really cool. Everybody's like, "What the heck are you using?" He showed. He was using some type of wheel cleaner on it. You literally put it on a pad, a little microfiber, and just made a little circle, cleaned it all out. Then he got his regular glass cleaner, no big deal. Sprayed it on there, just wiped off any excess. And it was like this. You could see right through it. All the water spots were all around it still, but right here it was clear as day. Amazing results. Maybe that's something you can try. Hey, at least I'm passing on information that I saw. Maybe that would be something fun that could work for you right there, for sure. Try that. You're talking about the normal Rain-X cleaner. I wish it was pouring here in Texas. Yeah, see, it rains. Dude, you should hear it hitting the glass right now in the windows because there's windows here, there's windows all around upstairs here, and it's just constantly hitting it all the time. Probably gonna have like palm fronds and stuff all over. I go down some stairs sometimes in the morning and there'd be palm fronds laying across my car just because they fall down with the palm trees and they're just kind of laying there against the car. It's pretty nuts. Try that too. Are they using sprinklers like a glass compound, vinegar, steel wool? No, they actually didn't use anything. It was literally just a microfiber pad and wheel cleaner. Maybe I can find it for you guys and post it up, but that's all it was. It was just some type of wheel cleaner. I want to say it was for chrome wheels, and I don't know what it is. It just literally ate through it like that. It was nuts. I was like, oh, that's really cool, and I love that stuff. So that's really cool to see it. All right, I need to take another pause break here for vanilla wafers. I only got 22 people on. I guess people are bored and it's late here, late where they live. You know what I mean? They're like, can't stay up, can't fight it anymore. You know what I mean? It's good. It's good. Excuse me. You had good luck with vinegar? I've heard that before. I don't know what was in the wheel cleaner, but it was really, really cool. 55C. Yeah, we definitely don't need that right now. What's up, Jacob Moon? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, man? We're just chilling out this fine Sunday evening here. We had a lot of people on earlier. I guess everybody's just taking that relaxing evening, and that's fine too. You know, I don't have to fight for stuff, and that's what I actually like when I don't have to like worry about it. I also love vanilla wafers, dude. They are awesome. Vanilla wafers are all that in a bag of them. It has been cutting out for you. I do apologize. It could be something going on with the weather. Again, it is pouring right now, Justin. I can hear it whipping against the side of the glass. So I do apologize if it cuts out. My apologies, guys. I am actually still here, but I don't know. What happened to the drunk driver who drove in your area? What do you mean? I don't remember any drunk driver in my area. Maybe I'm just getting old. I just don't remember that instance. What's up, Jay Kang? How you doing, bud? Hey, Chad. Hope you and your family has been doing great. Finally got to try Mcguire's Gold Class. It's phenomenal. Yep, it always rains, Russell. It's raining. As a matter of fact, it's pouring right now. It's nuts. Not a huge deal. Best tire dressing. I usually get spots from tire dressing all over my body car. Then you should probably go with something along the lines of maybe the Grio's Garage Tire Shine, maybe a gel like Mcguire's Ultimate Gel. Maybe you want to go with something like a Grio's Garage Gel, Tire Gel, or you want to go with the ones I haven't seen the sling are the cream styles that you apply with the applicator pad, the creams. Chemical Guys VRP, Masterson's Trim and Tire Shine, Adams Tire Shine. They're cream, and so you apply with the applicator pad. I don't have any sling at all. I don't remember any sling from Grio's Garage. I don't remember any sling from all that, those ones like that I just mentioned. I don't have anything like that. You know what I mean? What's up, CJ? How you doing, buddy? Dressing it all over my body. That's kind of sucks. One, I remember when I was younger, I used to always use what is it called? The Black Magic Tire Shine. You know, it really smells good. The cherry smell to it, and you just spray it on. Well, man, I had a red Chevy back then, and it would just, you see little black dots all up and down the back of the car's like side panels, and you're like, dang gummit, I just got done washing it. And after one drive, it would be like down the side, you see the little speckles all the way down the side. Only when you were close you could see them, but you could definitely see them. And I'm like, oh, dude, I just cleaned it. So I know exactly where you guys are coming from. Totally understand what you guys are dealing with. It's like, no, you know, especially after you bust your tail cleaning it off. Dude, the lightning is cracking right now, guys. It means like, that's pretty nuts. Such car silver, yeah. Well, at least it's not black. You know, black cars, like I was telling whatchamacallit up there, they're beautiful cars when they're properly done, but man, they're a pain in the butt to maintain. They really and honestly are. I just got Sonax Perfect Finish. Have you used it? I have not. I've only used from Sonax. I've used their Tire Shine that one of my subscribers sent me. I've used their car wash, and I've used their wheel cleaner. And that's all I've used from Sonax. Again, it's a German company. Sonax is a German company. It's a little bit harder to get. You can get everything through AutoGeek. That's the brilliant thing about AutoGeek. They carry companies that we don't have. Damn, lightning, son. It was just like right there in my eyes. But, you know, I haven't had any issues with AutoGeek. I always get their stuff within a day or so. They are so fast. They've screwed up my order once before. I called them on the phone. They're like, okay, well, what's the order number? Okay, well, you know exactly who packed that. And they're like, well, we'll ship you out stuff right away, you know. And it was just so easy. They're like, do you want to keep that stuff that you got? And I'm like, yeah, why not? You know, they were very easy to deal with, really nice people to deal with. It's nice getting quality service. And that's why I can always recommend AutoGeek, because I probably spent upwards of $1,000 through them, and I have no complaints whatsoever. Easy to deal with company. I got a Honda and it just broke. That sucks. You should have got a nice, good quality one. I recently bought a Civic, and the previous owner used touch-up paint, which is slightly wrong. What could you remove the touch-up paint? You could probably manually get it out. I was wondering if maybe we could try a compounder polish to get off some of that stuff. It might come off a little faster, at least level it out. You know what I mean? Make it look clean. Clay loop. Honestly, I don't want you to spend a lot of money, Texas. Any detailer will do great. There's no reason for you to blow a lot of money when it comes to just a lubricant. Hell, even Mother's says you can use their car wash. You can use their spray wax, anything. They don't even care as long as there's some lubrication. Just make sure there's enough of it. If you feel the clay bar starting to like skip a little bit, spray it down again. No big deal. Just make sure it's got enough lubricants down there. But you don't need to go spend a lot of money. I don't want anybody to spend a lot of money. Nobody pays me, so I don't have to represent one company or another. Just get a good spray wash, you know what I mean? Or spray detail or anything. Just whatever. Just get it done. Look at Soax and the wheel cleaner now. Wheel cleaner plus. I think that's the one I have. It stinks to high heavens, dude. I've never smelled a car spray, a wheel cleaner that stinks so bad like Sonax. Dude, I was gagging. It stunk so bad. It was terrible. Good sales with Auto Geek. Yeah, I've spent at least $1,000. I bought both my DA polishers through there. I buy pads through there. I buy microfiber towels through there many times. I buy all kinds of stuff like this. You know, products so I don't have to go through many different companies. They carry almost every major brand. Almost every major brand. They're even now, damn son, just like all across the thing. But they, oh yeah, that was a nice little thunder there. But they even carry chemical guys there now. I mean, they carry every major brand, even some of the smaller brands you guys don't know about. They carry it. They'll carry some of the British brands like Dodo Juice. I've seen they have Poor Boys in there. I mean, you name it, they carry it. That's the good thing, because they carry it in a warehouse. All the companies send it to them, and then they just rebox it and send it to wherever they're. So it actually works out good. Would you get an S2000 if you didn't have a kid? No, probably not. They're great little cars, but they're tiny. There's no room in those cars whatsoever. Have you tried the banana wax? Yes, I have. I definitely did a video on it. It's okay spray wax, but it faded off very quickly. It's not a good higher end spray wax. It did fine. It smelled great, but it didn't last. Let's put it that way. I've heard that Pledge works on tires. I've heard that too. I don't have any Pledge to try, but I've heard that before. Real talk, would you rather have a Type R or that 2JZ Toyota? That's a hard toss-up. As you guys might know, you guys might not know, I'm dealing with Pacific Coast Auto, which is a Japanese importer. So they're a bunch of, there's a Canadian guy that started a company in Japan who will go to the auction for you. He'll translate the auction sheets for you, and he'll bid on the car for you using his his auction buyer IDs, and then he'll get all the paperwork. And he'll send the cars back to America or whatever country you live in, for that matter. They're huge, really big YouTube channel. It's really cool to watch them. And but I'm just waiting. So so I put my initial down payment down so I could import a Toyota Arista with a 2JZ engine with a twin turbo engine in it. It's the exact same engine that basically was in the Toyota Supra. Whoa, those lightning bolts are wild, guys. I mean, they're like right there. Anywho, so I've been waiting for the last probably about 4 weeks. I've done this now. I haven't seen one come up for auction yet that's worth a credit damn. They're either been previously wrecked, they're high mileage, or they're in low quality condition. So the problem is you have to get, in order to get it into America, it has to be at least 25 years old. So how many people are bringing these old cars to the auction? That's where it comes down to. If you wanted a newer Toyota Arista, which was what's it called? Lexus GS 300 in America, that's fine. They have tons of them. But remember, in America, you have to be 25 years or older by the time it lands in the port of the United States. So you can buy it as long as the build date was after 25 years. So you know how you have the ones that are built in like September, October for the following year model? Those are fine. You can bring them in. But as long as the build date on the actual original sheet, your title and everything was built before then you can bring it in. So it's just kind of a waiting game. And I've already decided if I wait more than 6-7 months for a car and I don't see one come through at auction, I'm just going to get my money back from them and go buy probably a Civic Type R next summer. Late next summer, you know what I mean? I'm really trying to aim to have the GTR paid off by late next summer. That's my goal anyways, you know what I mean? Watching you from Hawaii. What's up, PK? How you doing from Hawaii? You want to have some of this rain? Come get it, man. We got rain and thunderstorm right now. It's pretty crazy. Glad to have you here, though, man. Personally love it. Do you recommend Mcguire's or Mother's paste wax? Either or, man. Honestly, either or. I've used both of them. I'd say Mother's probably has a better carnauba wax, and where the Mcguire's Ultimate Wax is more of like a sealant. It is really, really good. I like that a lot. Is it bad to deviate on my car using mostly orange? No, not at all, Leonardo. I mean, most of my channel is devoted to basic stuff you can get over the counter. The difference between over the counter and your high-end detailing stuff is probably that much. A fine eye will be able to notice the difference, a trained eye, but let's face it, the average Joe that doesn't know will just think your car looks amazing. And that's what it comes down to. You know what I mean? The average Joe is only going to spend the stuff that Walmart or whatever, Mcguire's, Mother's, something like that. They're not going to go to these really high-end fancy Colonite because they're going to be like, what the hell is Colonite? I know Mcguire's, I know Mother's, I know Turtle Wax, but I don't know what Colonite is. What is that? And that's what they're going to look at you like. Let's face it, you have a very small audience that's really about keeping their car clean. The rest of them are just like, just take it down to the local car wash, and they run it through the brushes, and that's about all. That's the way it works. Type R looks nice, but they were actually, Pooh, They've already had spy shots. They are testing out the 2019 Civic Type R with a low spoiler, like on the Civic Si. You know, the Civic Si has the low spoiler. They're changing the front bumper and the back bumper, so I guess it won't have those big plastic gaudy like fake coverings, and they're going to have a lower wing. So if you don't like the big wing, then you could just get the one with the low wing, and that's the way it is. Shh, shh. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Shh. Oh no. Oh no, he's found us. You don't know him. You don't see him. What? What? You want to say hi to these people? Since you messed up my whole upstairs room? Yeah, this is all your stuff. You messed it up. Come here and say hi to everybody. Come here and say hi. Say hi to everybody. There you go. There you go. Did you have fun up there with your grandma and grandpa? There's nothing left. It's all gone. There's no more left. It's all gone. See? All gone. You want one of these? You want a vanilla wafer? Yeah? You want a vanilla wafer? Here you go. Yeah, see? He's going to be just like daddy. You know what I mean? With all this stuff. You should film some of that weather sometime. Just look on the weather radar. You're going to see where I live. It's crazy down here in Kissimmee right now. Here, 2017 Honda Accord Sport Black Pearl. Was a good over-the-counter spray wax used on black cars. Ooh, I like Turtle Wax Ice spray wax a lot. I like, let's see. Let me. I'm trying to think now. Mcguire's Ultimate Spray Wax does really good as well. I like that one as well. I think the Mother's one is pretty good as well. I think Mother's has a new Speed 2.0, the new Speed line spray wax. You can give that a shot as well for sure. Hey, now you just fell off. Way to go, buddy. Yeah. Venom. Every time I buy stuff, I wait for them. Like I follow Auto Geek I follow like Chemical Guys, a lot of the big brands. I follow them on like Instagram and like Facebook and stuff like that. So when I see the big sales come up, that's when I buy everything. And that's why I tell you guys to buy the same thing. You know, if you guys want to try Limitless Cart Care, maybe you want to try Wax Scotch, you want to try Masters, and some of the smaller companies you have to order online for, just wait till they have a good sale or a flat rate shipping of like $5 or $6. That's when you do it. That's when you buy your stuff. Today's live stream is sponsored by which ranch product? Actually, Victor, we're going with the vanilla wafers today. This is our sponsored product of the day. We're just waiting for them to send me a whole case of these bad boys once a month, and I will eat these suckers on every single live stream. Shout out to Nabisco. What do you recommend for sealants? Okay, I've had good luck with Chemical Guys Jet Seal. Had good luck with Stoner Car Care sealant, and have had good luck with Masterson Shield sealants. All three of them, no complaints at all. They lasted me anywhere from, let's say, 10 months on the top of the car would start to fade, and then about 12 months on the side before the side, because, of course, the top is going to be subjected to the sun a lot more. Any one of those three, we should treat you pretty good. You know what I mean? Just placed an order for some grill stuff. Oh, Paul, I haven't had any problem. Literally, it goes out the very next day or the same day. If you order before 5 o'clock, it goes out. They are a great company. It's so easy to deal with. I love it. Kills me when I go by a do-it-yourself car wash. Oh, my God. I see so many people using it all the time. As a matter of fact, I follow a Civic Type R thing on a group on Instagram, and somebody had did that to their blue Civic Type R. Which really, bro? Really? Really, bro? No. Don't come over here and bother me now. He wants me to play with him, but I'm obviously over here doing a live stream. What do you want? You want another one? No? Okay. That's on you then, buddy. Mini-me, yeah. What do you think about the new Toyota Supra? I think it's underpowered garbage. Dude, you guys see that? They announced they're going to put a 4-cylinder in the Toyota Supra. And it's only going to have like 230-something or 240 horsepower. It's a flipping joke. That engine should be in the Toyota FRS, or what do they call it, the GT86 now. Then it would sell because you have enough power. You know, not some meager. Nathan, don't. He'll start doing this forever now, just to drive you nuts. Stop. Yeah. No, it's gonna have the V6, but it's gonna have it. But it's so underpowered, it's garbage. Unless that 4-cylinder sells for $29,000, it's way overpriced. Seriously, a 230 horsepower, 240 horsepower car, you couldn't push that car to me for unless it was like $24,000, because the FRS is like $22,000, right? Something like that, $22,000, and it has 200 horsepower. Why the crap for 30 more horsepower am I going to pay $9,000 or $10,000 more. I'm sorry, a brand new 370Z. I know they're getting all long in the tooth. Brand new one, base model, stripped down, has 330 horsepower, and it only costs $29,000. There's no reason to buy the Supra. None. Zero. It's way underpowered. Okay, you guys know it. What does a 4-cylinder Camaro or Mustang have? I want to say it's 306 horsepower, right? 305. So you have a 4-cylinder that's pumping out 305 horsepower. An American, but your little Japanese one that's sharing the same platform as the BMW can only do 230. Are you flipping kidding me? And I guarantee that Camaro is only like, what are the Camaros, like $23,000 for the base 4-cylinder Camaros or Mustangs? I mean, what were they thinking? It's garbage. You know what I mean? No, sadly, these aren't ranch. I'm sorry, buddy. Okay. Sorry about it. Codeine. Some of Masterson's products are very good. Some of his are maybe just good, but they're not great. How's that sound? I mean, obviously, he hooks me up with everything, but I just do tell him. His car wash, his first time I used his car wash was pretty watered down. I wasn't that big of a fan of it. I told him. But then he sent me a new one about a couple months later. Said I got a new batch, different formula. It was much better. It's definitely not the best one I had, but it was a solid B+ car wash. B+ solid, easy. I like his sealant a lot. I love his detail spray. I love his waterless wash. All day. I love his tire and trim shine. All of those are excellent A products in my book. I've tried them all, and I'm very happy with those. His glass cleaner also has a water repellent in it. I use that on my helmet all the time because you get the bugs on when you're riding your motorcycles. And I use it all the time. So it gives me water protection because God knows I've been caught in the rain so much on my motorcycles. It's great. His wheel cleaner might be a little bit lower end, like a B rated. He has a water-based tire and trim shine. It didn't really last that long. Water-based, I find, doesn't really last long on tires. Interior, fine, but not on tires. What else? Yeah, his wash was, like I said, about solid B+. So if I was going to buy from him, I'd highly recommend. Even his microfiber wash was really good. Definitely the sealant, his shield sealant, I would definitely say for sure. His detail spray, his waterless wash, glass cleaner, and whatever. Just those I would say all day long. You'll be safe on. The other ones you can try them. I mean, just wait for their good sale to come along. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, we buy crap all the time, Cody. You have no idea, dude. We're always at Walmart. Yeah, but the Supra is only going to have like 330 horsepower on the V6. That's pathetic, Justin. So if they're going to try and push that 330 horsepower Supra for more than like $35,000, nobody will buy it because the 370Z is cheaper with the exact same amount of horsepower. It is so far behind the times. The original twin turbo Supra had something like, what was it, 305 horsepower? It was something like that around there. Yet a car that's all coming up on 30 years newer can only pump out 330 horsepower. That's pathetic, absolutely pathetic. The Supra name is like the king of sports cars from Toyota. Obviously not the LFA, but you guys get the idea, and it should be better. What do you want? Are you going to bed?
He just brought me up here.
Why'd you bring mommy up here for? Huh? What'd you bring mommy up here for? Oh, he wants to get on this side and throw the ball across the side to him. That's what he's doing.
I need to go to bed.
I know you do. You got all the notes done?
Yeah.
Good. Got a busy day tomorrow.
What?
Doesn't your van challenge? The van comes stock with 296 horsepower. Let me tell you, it has plenty of power. Plenty of power. Oh, yeah, you know the main stupers will.
Hey, you don't bounce the golf ball off the table. Just roll it.
Nathan, take mommy downstairs. Take mommy downstairs.
No throwing.
Here we go. It's going to be light with 335. It doesn't matter. It won't be quick, Justin. The 370Z will probably be just as quick. I mean, it might be a split second, but it's not going to be anything blow your mind about it. And if it sells for more than, I'd say 35,000, even with 330 horsepower, I would say definitely hard pass on that. Hard pass on that one. I have a feeling that the reviewers are going to just destroy it when it comes out because of the power lack. When I think of Supra, I think of like a GTR. A Supra was essentially the same horsepower as the GTR was R32. Obviously, the GTR is now up to the monster. Was it 565 horsepower for a stock one, brand new? and yet you're going to be this Supra is going to be 330. That's the best you can do, and yet you're probably going to ask some ungodly rate for it. Just buy a used GTR all day long. I heard rumors it was going to be 50 or 60,000. I'm like, for a 330 horsepower engine, that's just stupid. What's your take on Adams Chemical Guys being the same company? They're definitely not the same company. They're totally different companies at all together. I don't think Walmart will carry Adams. I really don't. They only carry a few things of Chemical Guys. So, I don't know. Yep, son's in the background, wife's in the background. They're all back there. Mini mom. What in the heck are you doing? Just crazy kids. Mcguire's Ultimate Paste Wax versus, well, actually the Meguiar's, the Paste Wax versus Gold Class Carnauba. I would say the Ultimate will probably do you a lot better, buddy, because it's more of a, it's almost along the line of a sealant. It'll probably do you a lot better with the Ultimate for sure. The Gold Class is really good, but the Gold Class has a bit of cleaners in it, cleaner waxes in it. So, but it's still either solid over-the-counter product. You know what I mean? It's not the king, like the high-end stuff, but it's a solid for the average Joe. Because, let's face it, 90-something% of these people will never know the difference. They're going to see a clean car and be like, that's a nice car. Your car is really nice. And they won't know any of the difference of it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in there. They're just like screaming and yelling in there, and it's like kind of a little bit distracting. You know what I mean? Oh, it's not still thundering out there. Brio's Garage Speed Shine works excellent. Yes, it does. Just use it today. It is a very good stuff. I like your stuff a lot. Walmart does carry some Brio's Garage products, so the shelves are getting some decent stuff. I don't see the Brio's Garage products in my Walmart anyways, down here in St. Cloud, Florida. Like St. Cloud is like literally like 4 or 5 minutes down the road, you'll be in St. Cloud, Florida. And so the Walmart is right there on US 1 and 2. So it's about 10 minutes from my house to get to the Walmart in St. Cloud, but I have never seen it. A lot of people keep asking me about the brand, the Walmart brand called Power Wash. That's all their pressure washer stuff, and they make a foam cannon now. I even looked at Walmart in Jacksonville. We're up there. They don't sell it. I don't know where you guys are getting these Power Wash or foam cans from at Walmart, because I've looked at least 6 different Walmarts, and they just don't have them here in Florida. I've looked everywhere. Were you a player in your younger days? A little. What do you think about Korea's Garage Best of Show Detailer? Amazing. Absolutely love this stuff. Buy the big bottles from, actually, I'm sorry, Auto Geek doesn't sell the big bottles of that. It's amazing. Just get it. It's probably the best detailer I've ever used. I've tried some very good ones, even Limitless Car Care. What the heck was that? Was that you? Limitless Car Care has a really good one called Swift Shine. It has a spray wax in it. It's really, really good. But I'm telling you, the best I think I've ever tried was Brio's Garage Best of Show Detailer. What are they doing in there? They're like tearing stuff off the bed and stuff. You see it all in there? Crazy. How's that tire shiny review? I haven't even seen it, buddy. We literally just got back tonight from Jacksonville, Florida, in her high school reunion. We literally just got back. We were from Interstate 4 by Daytona, where it starts, all the way through Orlando. It was just pouring. I mean, pouring rain. Like I was going a lot slower. I mean, people were still going, but even in the van, man, I could feel it. It was like we'd go in some turns and you could feel a little bit like this. I was like, God, it's pouring right now. It sucks. Did you fix your cracked screen? No, man. I've decided. You see it? See the cracked screen on it, guys? Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. It's all around the back too. I somehow ruined it at work. I don't know. It was in my pocket. I have insurance through Verizon. That's who I hear. It's $200 for me to claim it, right? $200 for me to claim it, to get the thing. Well, my phone is almost paid off. So I can pay it off. I can just pay it off and just get a brand new, go into a new contract and get an S9. Because this is the S8 Plus, just get an S9 Plus and just get an all brand new phone. You know what I mean? New updated stuff and just, a little bit of changes. Because you know how batteries are on your phones. After a while, they just lose their power and they don't charge anymore. So that's the way it goes. I think I saw Brio's Garage products, but maybe they sell out very fast. I haven't seen them on all, Pooh. You know me. I check stuff at Walmart all the time. We're there at least twice a week. I look right through. Every time we're there, I don't care what we're looking for food. We're just getting basic stuff. I always swing by the auto to motor department, see if there's anything new. And I've never seen any Brio's Garage there at all. Keener Stinger weighs 4,000 pounds, 365. Article says weighs about super. Well, I highly doubt it, Justin. Don't hold your breath, brother. Don't hold your breath on that one. You know what I mean? It just don't hold your breath. I don't see it being fancy fast at all. Even a WRX, if you straight up launch, like ridiculously launch it, you can get the WRX below 5, an STI below 5 seconds. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, so again, if the Supra comes out with the V6 above 35 to 40,000, I say it's a hard pass. I really do. I just don't see that it's not worth it. Because you know the BMW version of it is going to be just ridiculous. Oh, it's a BMW. You've got to be a rich snob that doesn't use your blinkers. That's 60 grand for you, buddy. You know it's going to happen because it's going to be a thing. And I really hope that they don't lean on the Supra name and be like, well, it's the Supra. Who gives a shit? The GTR will smack its ass. How are you going to charge that much for it when a used GTR is the same price? I would rather have a used GTR that will literally eat the Supra alive. That's just me, especially when you're paying that kind of money. What the hell are you doing? You're pulling the sheets off it now? This is what my son does. Oh! He's a crazy boy right now. Yeah, the Kia Stinger is good because the engine from the Kia Stinger comes from the the Genesis line, so it's the Genesis sedan. It's going to be the Genesis G80 sedan. It's the G90 sedan. It's going to be the new G70 that's coming out. It's one of their companies that it's going to be used across the Hyundai Kia line. Great twin turbo engine, solid engine. I think they spent $50 million developing that one engine. $50 million they spent developing it, and it's a very solid engine. So I think that's a great. I think people still are underestimating the Kia Hyundai names. But the quality is just going like up and up and up and up and up. And then just like the build is just so nice. Like, hey, what are you trying to show them? What are you trying to show them? No, daddy's doing some videos. Don't me. Last week he got his haircut at Disney World. $250. I only paid $90 for mine. Actually, I just went to a local GTR specialist out there in Winter Garden, Florida. They specialize in GTRs. Excuse me. So they build GTRs and everything, and they only charged me like $90 for it. A lot cheaper. Even if I took my 370Z to the Universal Nissan, which is the closest Nissan dealer for me, and had the Mobil 1 full synthetic, I think it was $79. So for them to do it for $90, it's like, and they put Mobil 1 racing oil in it. You get the idea where it comes from. I still have a Galaxy S7. Yeah, I would not even consider getting rid of this. It's just because of the fact that it's smashed up. And I'm like, $200 to claim it. My insurance, I'm like, $200. I'm like, dude, seriously, just use the $200 and pay off the what I owe left on the phone. You guys know how that works. Yeah, he has my wife's phone. And just go get myself the S9, because as you guys know, after a while, if you can charge your battery only so many times before the battery starts dying. Well, instead of just getting somebody else's used battery that they cracked and they fixed, and you have somebody's used battery, which has happened in the past before, and that's what happened to me. The phone wasn't even 2 years old, and I'm like, dude, the phone doesn't stay on more than 30 minutes before it dies. So they sent me another phone. That phone lasted me an hour before it was dead. So then they sent me a new battery, and back then I forgot which one I had, and the back was able to come off, and I just bought a straight like a name brand battery off, brand new. And I spent it was like $30, and that was a great battery. It lasted, but there was no more room left on the phone. So that's the only reason I would even consider upgrading right now. I looked at the reviews of the LG. She has the Apple, whatever it's called, the iPhone 8 Plus. She has, that's what my son was holding for her. But I'm not an Apple snob. I have to have my Android. So I've had Android for like 8-9 years now, a long time. You know what I mean? I had I've had at least 4 Android phones over the years. You know what I mean? I cracked one. It got dropped while I was at work, and then this one somehow cracked my thing. But I've kept 2 others that are still somewhere around here. I don't know where they are anymore. I've had them for years, so they're somewhere around here. Let's put it that way. And they worked great. I loved them. Didn't believe BMW drivers don't use their blinkers until I met one. BMW drivers are usually pretty like, oh my god, I have money. Or what I see a lot of BMW drivers that think they have money and they don't have money. That's the fun ones, because they're literally barely making the payments every month but they want to look and act. You guys know the type of people I'm putting on. I see that there's a lot of it in my neighborhood, a lot of that, where you see the people that are like, I have my Mercedes, and you're like, bro, your home is up for foreclosure. You have a Mercedes, but you can't afford it. Maybe you should have just bought that Honda Civic, and you could have kept staying in your house. It happens a lot in this neighborhood. You'll have a lot of foreclosures come up every year. And it's for people that buy these big homes and, I'm making that money, and they're barely getting by. And then finally, if something happens and they can't afford the payment, whatever, and then they're gone. And you guys know I'd rather have the Civic in a bigger home than I'd rather have the fancy car and the big home. That's just personally me. I'd rather be able to live in a home than a car that's going to depreciate over time. Coverall versus Mcguire's NXT. They're very, very close. I haven't driven the Coverall, so I don't know if it's going to sling off or not. It's just been sitting in my driveway since Thursday when I made the video for you guys. I literally recorded on Thursday, and it went up yesterday, as you guys know, and I just haven't had a chance to drive it because I was out of town all weekend. But it's been rained on every day, so we'll see if it lasts or not. Nathan, please calm down. Just driving the 405 in Long Beach, California. I saw a couple of GTRs swerving through traffic. Yeah, dude, there's a big GTR club here in Central Florida has one. There's a big GTR club in South Florida. The South Florida one does runs from Miami all the way down to the Keys all the time. They'll have that maybe run like once every other month. They'll go from just outside of Miami. They'll meet at one of the big stops, and they'll have like breakfast or something. And then they'll haul ass down there like halfway down the Florida Keys. But the Florida Keys are like speed trap, dude. Every island you go to is like speed trap. It'll go from like 60 miles an hour, and then you'll hit these little tiny islands, and it suddenly goes from 55, 45, 35, 25, and the cops are just sitting there. Terry, can you help me out with him? And go from there, you know what I mean? So there's such speed traps down there. Once you hit those islands, the cops, they've got nothing to do all day long because they're just small islands. They're just nailing people left and right for speeding. So it would be fun to go with them, but other than once you hit those islands, dude, it's really bad down there. I've driven it many times. GTR in my best sounding V6. It does sound really good, man. I will give you that. Your son is calling Auto Geek and putting an order. Yeah, no, I think they're close. Yeah. He's shutting her in. That's pretty funny. He's shutting her in the room. You'll enjoy the Cold Night Wax. I can't wait to try it out, Carlos. I will hopefully in the next week get it done. We'll see what happens. I'm going to put some polish on it. Trying to clean up the paint a little bit, and then I'll slap this on top. So we'll get a quick video out of it. I'm not looking to have perfect paint correction on a car that has all chipped up rock chips and everything. It's just that paint is not. It looks good from a distance, but you get close to it, you can see some really bad problems with it. So I'm not worried about it. Caddy ATS doesn't sound bad. The only problem with Cadillacs is they just don't the quality. Like American cars just don't last, and the Cadillacs they don't hold their value at all. Alfa Romeo, holy crap, those things are horrible, horrible quality, horrible. Alphas are terrible. No way. Alfa, Fiat, Chrysler, all the I forgot what they call it. It's not Daimler Chrysler. It's God, what do they call it now? Is it FCA or something? I forgot the big name that. It's all Dodge Chrysler products plus Fiat and Alfa, isn't it? It's just terrible quality. They're the worst quality cars by far right now. When they have the top 10, they're always the top couple worst cars are made from those main brands. My siblings are always amazed that people they know have BMW, how they do monthly payments. Actually, GTR's insurance is not that bad. I carry really high premiums, like a $300,000 policy on it. So if anything were to ever happen, I'd be covering my own ass, and I have like stacked insurance and everything on. I think it comes up to like $150 a month for the GTR. It's not as bad as you think. Now, if I would have kept my lower insurance, it was only going to be like 110, but I was like, I'm not going to risk it. You got a more expensive car. And if somebody was to hit me, which has happened before that didn't have insurance, I want to make sure my car will be 100% fixed, because GTRs are more expensive. And like the base insurance, the only insurance I had before was only $50,000. And obviously GTR is more than $50,000. So as soon as that morning I bought it at Marino Performance Motors, I called up my Progressive company. I said, I need to raise the rates, and I raised the policy to a $300,000 policy. And that's what I did, because I've been hit. I've had 2 cars that broken into when they broke into the glass. I've been rear-ended by somebody who had no insurance. I've been T-boned by somebody who had no insurance here in Florida. And I've always carried full coverage because of it.
Stop it.
Okay, you guys take it downstairs. Seriously. You guys are going to yell at each other.
Okay, well, let him beat you with that.
Well, that's fine.
Okay, go slap daddy with that.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, FCA, low quality. My Capero S isn't the bad. Yeah, if you're younger, it's bad.
Go to bed.
All right, bye. Here, let me see it. Let me see it. You're pissing mommy off.
Well, because he beat me with it and it hurts.
Well, you know, he's a typical man. He's going to beat his women. Don't beat mommy with the beads. Why are you beating mommy with the beads for? Put it around your neck. No, put it around your neck. What are you doing? Like that. No. Ooh. How's the pool? Well, I wouldn't go in it right now with all the lightning and thunder, but I haven't even used our pool yet this year. I haven't even touched it this year. We always we pay the pool guy to clean it, but I have not been in the pool all year at all. It's crazy. I know people are like, if I had a pool, I'd use it. It just sits back there. You know what I mean? Like we have to pay to keep it clean. They come out once a week and clean it, vacuum it and clean around the edge of the pool, but that's all that happens. We literally never go in it. I used to use it all the time, but again, what are you going to do? If you go in the pool, he either has to be in the pool with you or you got to kind of watch it because you can't go in there by yourself because then what if he going to be okay in the house or is he going to do something in the house and hurt himself and you're not in there to watch it? You know what I mean? Miller interested in looking for a bike. You should get one. Oh, you got your numbers. I'm teaching him. So we're teaching him slowly but surely the numbers. Sees how this is. So basically what you do is these little things like, they go in the numbers and then I say, okay, can you give me number 2? And he'll give you the number 2. He's really trying to learn it. He knows his colors and stuff, but he doesn't really know what are you doing? What are you doing? You're like a drunk boy. You know that? You're like a drunk boy. So basically you put the little numbers in like this, little pegs on them. And then I just ask him like, okay, well, can you give me this or can you give me that? And he'll actually give it to me. So I won't tell him. I was like, hey, can you just give me number 4? And he'll go like this. He's like, this? And then he'll like, yeah, that's number 4. You go from there. What? Which one's number 4? Which one's number 4, Nathan? No, that's number 8. Where is number 8? It's right there. It's on the ground. See it? There it is. He trashes my whole upstairs. Blame it on him. All this crap you see, this is all him. This is not me. He is Mr. Piggy. The boss just entered the room. Oh, man, yeah. Teach him to do chores, and he will help you clean the house. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Do I see Colinite? You do see Colinite right here. What are you doing now? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Point to it. What do you want? Since you don't want to talk to anybody, what do you want? What do you want? I got a friend with a Mustang. He passionately believes Hondas are a girl's car. Hey, let him believe what he wants. At least we're not killing people with crop killers. You know what I mean? Mustang people, I knew what girls' cars are? Mustang. High school girls always had Mustangs. You want one? Yeah. Say yes, please. Always say yes, please. Don't be rude. He's just like giving it to me. There's Yamaha, Honda, Kawasaki dealership. You just want to get something basic. You got to learn on something basic. Get something used. Don't get anything new. Hey, calm down. Calm down. Here. Great. This is really going to pump him up now. This stuff. Airheads Extremes. Oh my God, he's going to be wired tonight now. This is going to be epic now. Yeah, always V6 Mustangs. Always. The V6 Mustang most of the time is a girl. And especially if it's an older one, it's always like a teenage girl. Like, I got a Mustang. It's always that way. So tell him that always Mustangs are usually girls' cars, actually, not Hondas as much. Hondas are like the guys that can't afford a more expensive car to work on, or they can't afford like an expensive Mustang. They can't afford the insurance. That's why they buy the Hondas, because they're more reliable and they're cheaper to work on, cheaper to mod as well. Let him see the thunder. He doesn't really care. Like he sees fireworks at Disney all the time, and he's just like, it's no big deal for him. Watch reviews daily. I'm about to get my first paycheck and buy lots of. Don't go crazy, John. You can go really crazy really fast. Can I layer wax like Meguiar's Gold Classic or new Meguiar's Ultimate Paste Wax? Probably. Yeah, I don't see why you not. I would probably do the paste wax first from the Ultimate and then put the Carnival on top. That's just me, though. That's just me. Because you always want to, you put the sealant on, and then you can slap some of that nice Carnival wax on top. You know what I mean? For that extra little bit of flavor, Mustang base is a 4-cylinder. Yeah, that's right. They do have a 4-cylinder now. Back in the day, they didn't. But, yeah, even the 4-cylinder Mustang has something like 305 horsepower, right? Is it 305 horsepower? It's more than a flipping super. It's stupid. So, yeah, they're really going to have to wow some people. Do you like that? Do you want more? It's down here. Say yes, please. Say yes, please. He's just like hyper as hell. This is gonna be great. When I hear a new turbo Mustang with an exhaust, I always expect a Subaru or something. It's pretty funny. Dude, Subarus are everywhere. It's really surprising. You know, I know for you guys up north or out west have to deal with the snow and stuff like that. I get Subarus are amazing. But, dude, Subaru STIs and WRXs are a dime a dozen in the Orlando area. They're absolutely everywhere. You're going to be like, oh, there's a Subaru. WRX. There's an STI. Oh, there's another WRX. There's another STI. They're everywhere down here. They are quite literally everywhere down here. So, but I could, if I was living up north in the snow, I can understand why I would probably buy like a WRX or like a Forester or something like that anyways too. You know what I mean? Because I understand how crazy it would be. I don't know yet, Ricky. Right now, I would have to do the paint correction first with the cutting out the rust first. Then, as the last thing, I would put on new brakes and rotors because the original brakes and the brakes and rotors are on now look a little bit rusty. So I'd rather just get new brakes and rotors, make it look clean looking to it, maybe some slotted ones. You know what I mean? And then put some new wheels on it. I like raised gram lights. That's what I had on my my 370Z. I had raised gram lights on, really pretty wheels. Maybe another version of some raised gram lights, and obviously the smaller wheel size, obviously. And they're only about 200, but they're really very light, very high quality wheels. So why not? You know, I wouldn't put Volk wheels on a Prelude. It's like I'm not racing them, but just some nice, clean looking wheels to give it a nice little pop to it. And then, like I said, redo the rotors and calipers to give it that nice little shine. We'll make it a lot better, anyways. Yeah, we're 300. If I put jet seal on my car, can I put paste wax? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You could, the best way to do that is to put the jet seal on first, let it sit, then come back with a pure carnauba wax, then make it look really, really good. For sure, you can definitely do that. Have you seen the new Camry? Yeah, they're all over the place. The new Camrys and the new Accords are everywhere, man. And they're pretty quick too. You know what I mean? You want more? Yeah. Yes, please. Be polite. Don't you hate the kids that are like really rude and stuff like that? Like, and just even adults that are very rude. I'm gonna try my best. We're gonna try our best to race him. Say yes, ma'am, yes, sir, or just be polite. Yes, please, no, ma'am, or whatever, that kind of thing. So he doesn't sound like a dipshit kid, because you know how bad the kids are. Next generation now, as you're getting older, you're starting to really see like these kids are awful. I would have never said these things. You would never get away with them. So try and still raise them a little bit old school. You know what I mean? Accord 40. Yeah, I've got in the brand new Honda Accord, but at the time I was looking for the Civic Type R, just kind of seeing what it was. But I really like them. Again, there has been rumors swirling around the rumor mill. Honda has already suggested they're going to bring out different models to the United States for like either Type S models. There's been rumors. Honda's already said they're bringing Type S models over, but there've been rumors that they actually are going to bring a Type R Accord to America. Hey, what the heck? Is this a stripper? Somebody donate a couple dollars for this stripper right here. Somebody donate a couple dollars right now. You're not going to show off at anything without getting paid. You got to get paid, all right? Otherwise, you don't do those kind of things. But they also with the fit for a Type R. Imagine a Type R fit with 200 horsepower. That'd be like the Fiesta or Focus. It'd be a little tiny little rocket ship car. It'd be great. Or the Honda Accord with the V6 they have in their Ridgeline and their Odyssey, plop that thing in there, turbocharge it, 360, 370 horsepower, an amazing Type R Accord. That'd be badass because they're obviously a lot more roomy than the Civic, and that's why I would like it. But the Civic is still plenty of room in the Type R, so we're gonna see what happens. We got time left. I've got about a year or so left. I'm hoping the GTR will be paid off. Maybe next September or so, I can make that decision and go from there. JTM for sure, man. I like the Volk. Yeah, there's no reason for me to spend a lot of money on Volk wheels on a Prelude that I'm not racing. It's just daily driving. Just to give it a nice clean look, nothing crazy. Just to really finish off the whole restoration process, essentially, is what I want to do with it. How's the Glock 19 holding up? You need more gun videos. It's doing fine right now. It's in the closet right now. Yeah, I haven't actually been to the shooting range in a while. Again, man, having a kid, guys, it really takes a lot of time away from you. Here, get over here and say hi to everybody. You need to stop being so antisocial. Here, stop being so antisocial and say hi to everybody. There. He's sitting on the other computer chair. I lowered it all the way down, and he just sits on it, likes to spin around in circles. They will learn to find a friend, so better watch out for the kids these days. My nephews watch stupid things on their iPads all day long. Yeah, for sure. What are you doing? Now, here, you want to spin? Spin. Spin. Throw up. Hurl. Hurl. Yay. The fun things you get to do when you're a dad. You know what I mean? What's a good car to learn how to drive a manual? Any car. Any car. Just get it old and used. So if you don't have to worry about ruining a nice clutch. Just get something old and used. It does not matter. Just so you can learn on it. Clay borrowed my car after a wash and it feels so. It does. It really does. People are always blown away when I show them before I okay, and I tell them to put their hand on it. And I said, rub across. And they do, and you can hear that. And then I show them just a small section. I'll clay bar that small section of their hood. And then I'll say, now feel it. And they're like, oh, every time. It's the funniest thing. They go, oh my God, every single time. They're like, it's beautiful. It's so soft. That's great. You're really showing people and teaching them why they need to be clay bar in their car and why you do it. I mean, it's you always get that reaction. You're like, oh my God, I had no idea. And you're like, you didn't have any idea, did you? Because they don't know any better. Again, 90-some% of the people out there are not going to know if it's a Turtle Wax Mcguire's product or if it's some high-end exotic. And they have no idea. As long as the car is clean and shiny, they think, oh, that car is nice. That's how it is. And it's the same way when it comes to the clay bar process. They just don't know the difference. Now he's going to be wired all night, and this is your guys' fault. I want you guys to know you forced me to feed him some of this stuff, and now he's going to be wired tonight. There are honestly a lot of decent quality wheels nowadays. Oh, for sure, man. There's a lot of ones. I don't need to spend a ton on it. A lot of people ask me all the time, what wheels are you going to put on GTR? Honestly, the stock wheels look actually pretty decent on it. I have no complaints about stock wheels. Hey. You didn't get any donations. There's going to be none of that. You have no donations right now. So there's none of that kind of stuff. You don't work the pole unless you're getting paid. Okay? I use Mother's Clay Bar. Yeah, for sure. I love the Speed Clay 2.0. It's really, really good. You remember those days? You might 13. Yeah, he's only 2. We're kind of batting around the idea of maybe next year, looking for trying for another child. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. You want any more? I'll eat it then. So we'll see, because obviously we're getting older now, and we waited longer to get married, and we waited to have him. So now comes that. Daddy's on a thing. No, you sit on the couch. He's on the casting couch right now. New cars are making it easy to drive stick. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem at all. I mean, every vehicle I've driven, I guess the same. Some vehicles a little bit. No, go downstairs. No. He's mad because I won't walk away and play with him right now. I'll play with you later. Don't worry. Which clay for new car? Honestly, any clay. You can get yourself this newer clay mitts. You can get the Mother Speed clay. You can get regular clay, the traditional clay bars themselves. Anything, honestly. The newer products with the little like a nano skin type stuff to it, like your Mother's Speed 2.0. Guerrillo's Garage makes one. Eagle One makes one. I got one from Rev Automotive. You got them from obviously Nanoskin. Now he's pissed off and he's leaving. Great. Nope, he's coming back. But you don't need anything fancy. Just get yourself a basic clay car. There's no reason for you to blow a lot of money on it. Okay. I don't want anybody to spend a lot of money on. What are you doing? It sounds like he's just scraping something along the wall. What are you doing? Let me check on him. I don't want to make sure he's not ruining anything. What are you doing? You crazy boy. He has a comb. He's scraping a comb along the side of the wall, which is making this thing. It's pretty funny. Yeah, wash it, clay bar it. If you have to do any polishing or compounding, and then you want to go ahead and apply a wax or sealant to it. Or you want to apply a sealant and then apply the wax, whatever you guys want to do. That's the way it normally goes. Not trying to sound cheap, but Walmart sold. They sell the Speed Clay 2.0 from Mothers. They definitely sell that. It's about $20, $19.99. I did a video on it just recently. You'll see it right away. It has comes in a little clear plastic thing. Oh yeah, the problem is he slept all the way home. He wants to have his hair combed. You're such a prima donna. Seriously, look at this. You're such a prima donna. His hair's so short right now because last week we took him to Walt Disney World and has haircut at Walt Disney World. You're such a prima donna, I swear. And like, oh guys, I just got my haircut at Disney, and like, oh my god, the barber didn't do it right. You know what I mean? Like, can you see what I'm saying? You know, it's pretty funny. But we always get his haircut at Disney World because it's only like 20-something minutes away. All right then. Well, all right. Nothing wrong with being a little cheap to an extent. Oh no, Ricky, I would rather be cheap and have more money for vacation, toys, future second home, then I would much rather spend a lot of money on just one or two items. What I've always told my wife is, if you're going to use that item a butt ton, example like her laptop, it's okay to spend a lot on it because she has to have that one for her job, and two, she's always going to be on it. Just like I'm on my PC. Like when I first built this PC, I spent over $2,000. It's really old now, and it needs a full upgrade. But I spent over $2,000. But literally, I use this computer now for years, gaming. Always on it. Obviously, now doing the YouTube channel. To me, that's the way I see it. If you're going to use it a ton, it's okay to spend a lot of money on it. If you're not going to use it so much, just get yourself a knockoff brand. You know what I mean? It's really no big deal. No, Daddy's on a live stream. He gets all bad. He's all boy. Put a baggie over here and you can really tell. Yeah, exactly, Victor. You are 100% right about that, sir. What's up, Cad? How's it going? It's Chad, not Cad. But I understand, Joshua. Not too much, man. We're just chilling out here. It's fine evening. We've been on, what, an hour and a half already. We're pretty laid back tonight, you know what I mean? Give him a mohawk. I would if he would came back, but, you know, he's in his little pissed off temper tantrum mode because I wouldn't hang out with him. I'll hang out with him later, you know. That's the thing that I do, make these videos when I can, and I do the best I can. So many times I'll make 2 videos in one day, so that way I have videos for future. Because one, I don't know if it's going to rain, if it's going to be cloudy, if I'm going to be doing something with him, if I have something going on. And that's why I try to do it. Thank God I'm not trying to be Mr. Online Detailer, and I need 100,000 subs by tomorrow. And I need you to donate to every little thing I need because I quit my day job, and I need you to help me pay for all my living expenses. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't care if it's detailing, video games, this, that, or the other. That's what these people are doing. They're all quitting their jobs, and they're trying to live off of YouTube. And from what I understand, YouTube was very easy to live off of like 4 or 5 years ago, but now it's very hard. Yes, I get a little bit of a paycheck from it, but most of it goes right back into buying more products, as you guys can well see. That's what affords a lot of these things. So it works out. And thank God I don't have to hustle for it because I can't imagine. You probably have to push 100,000, a couple 100,000 subscribers before you can actually live off of it comfortably. Well, actually, I have a paycheck, but I would never give up my career job. There's no way. My career will be there 20 years from now. God only knows if YouTube will be here 20 years from now. The technology. You guys remember AOL? AOL was massive when I was a kid. Massive. It was the internet. Now, where is AOL? They have you can use it for their mail service still, and they have a little bit of stuff, but that's about it. Literally, they're basically gone from the whole internet service. I still have an email from AOL, but generally I don't use AOL for anything else. You have regular internet. You don't have to get on AOL just to get on the internet anymore. And who knows what YouTube's going to hold in 20 more years. But my job will still be there. My job gives me pension. My job gives me health care and stability. That's the key right there, stability. Sometimes it's hard for people to make that leap of faith into their job that they've always wanted to do because they have so much stability with their current job to creating their own company or whatever. It's very hard for many people to want to live their dream and jump out there. And you'll hear that from many, many people. They're just too scared to make that risk. It's really hard. What do I use? I use CyberLink Power Director. So I use CyberLink Power Director. That's the program I use. The other ones like Sony Vegas and stuff, those are like $500 and $600. And that's just, I'm not doing it on a pro level. Otherwise, I would consider it, but I'm not doing it on a pro level, so I'm not going to spend that kind of ridiculous money for just a program. You need to make that 1001 with videos of 20 ads in it. No, God, no. I'll be truthful with you guys. I run ad block, and I don't know if you guys run ad block or not, but I personally run ad block because of these kind of situations. I understand if my subscribers use ad block. I won't beg you to whitelist me. I've seen YouTubers, let's say 3 or 4 years ago, say ad block me. I don't care one way. And then a year ago, they all started saying, please put me on whitelist. Let the ads run through. Let the ads play. I need the money. You know what? My YouTube money is dying. You see where I'm saying? And we're talking big YouTubers were having this problem about a year or so ago. That so they're all like begging, please whitelist my YouTube, watch all my stuff, click on the links, anything, you know. And I saw so many videos on that where just a year or two before they were like, oh, you gotta use ad block. I don't care. You either watch or you don't. Again, they're having to live off of YouTube. I don't. Thankfully, I don't have to struggle like that. It's so much better. How was my night? Well, we just drove back from Jacksonville, Florida, and it was pouring the entire way. It's not raining heavy anymore. I think that bit of storm's gone, but it was raining here for a while. What'd you have for dinner? Didn't, because we had food up in Jacksonville, Florida around 3 o'clock. We had a place called Firebirds. Has anybody heard of a place called Firebirds? It's a really cool restaurant. It's really nice. There's one in Jacksonville. There's one in Orlando, but I've never heard of it. It's off of a Colonial, State Road 50. And it's nowhere near here, but it's a really good restaurant. We had that about 3 o'clock, but I had a steak sandwich, and I haven't had anything since 3 o'clock other than just these little bit of Airheads. And, of course, my sponsored company of the day, Nilla Wafers here. That was about it. Do you use special window glass cleaner? I just use stuff like, I'll give you an example. Invisible Glass by Stoner Car Care, some of the best I've ever tried. I love Masterson's glass cleaner because it has a little bit of water repellency on it. Mother's Vision is really good. Mcguire's is good. Hell, even Armor All is fine. But I like some of the stuff like Stoner Car Care and some of the ones that are tint safe, that are a safer tint because I use tint. You don't ever want to use the regular Windex. Windex will ruin any tint you have because it'll eat away the ammonia and it'll eat away your tint. So don't ever use that. Make sure you just get a proper car wash glass cleaner. But I do like Stoner. It's some of the best I've ever tried, the Invisible Glass. And then try Masterson's, because Masterson's has a little bit of like water repellency in theirs. So not only does it clean, but it adds a little bit of layer of like water repellency to have the water just fly off your glass. Or in my case, I love using it on my helmets. So you have the bugs on there. It helps the water just zing off my stuff. It's really good. They're only making $20,000 a month, not $90,000. I use AdBlock. Yeah. Have you ever visited P.O. Box recently? No, only a week ago or so ago when Dalton sent me his box and stuff that you guys got to see from last week. That was the last time I went there. Most of the time, it's nothing but spam mail, and they're like literally junk mail from previous people who had my P.O. Box. Have you heard of the Tree Steakhouse in Jacksonville? No, I haven't, Tony. I'm sorry. If you know Jacksonville, Florida well, we were out at Town Center. Town Center used to be nothing but like woods. There was only woods out there. There was nothing out there. Now it's this really fancy, high-end outdoor shopping center, and all of these bigger name restaurants a little higher. They just built Fogo de Chao and Texas de Brazil, which we've had in Orlando for like years, but they just got those in Jacksonville, Florida. And you guys know what those are. The the Brazilian steakhouse are really, really good, expensive. And they just added those out there. I think my friend just said that he lives out there. He said the Texas de Brazil just opened last week. And he went there. It's usually like $40 a person, and it's unlimited meats and all this stuff. And they come to your table. We've done Fogo de Chao before here, and it's on I-Drive down there in Orlando, not Jacksonville. Use a sprayway aerosol for tinted windows. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a local restaurant. Okay, sorry, Tony, I don't know. I used to love, if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, I always went to Lane Apalera a lot, like the original one that was over there on is it Kingsley? Yeah, is it Kingsley? Kingsley or Wells? It's Kingsley. Yeah, we used to always go to the one because I was on the west side. Loved it. Now Lane Apalera is everywhere. The Mexican restaurant. They're like it's spread everywhere across Jacksonville. But we used to always go to Lane Apalera. I loved it. It was good stuff. But yeah, like Town Center wasn't even there when I lived there as a kid. Hell, 295 didn't go around the whole town. It only went around like the west side of town. It never went around the east side of town at all. You had 9A or whatever it was over there, but it wasn't 295. You know what I mean? West Side gang signs. Dude, I was West Side, son, in high school. West Side right here. I lived on the west side of Jacksonville. It's like the middle class area for all you guys who have no idea what Jacksonville, Florida is like. The west side of the St. Johns River. That's how it's associated. So west side, south side, north side. North side is the ghetto. West side is middle class. South side was the rich kids. Now I heard all the rich kids went down to St. Johns County because Duval is where Jacksonville is, and it's kind of getting trashy. So that's the way it is. Are your wife parents do it's also what? Doctors? Oh no. Her mom was a nurse that came over from the Philippines and worked here for like 35 years, and then her dad worked for the government. He was in the Air Force and they worked for the government. That's all we know. He's CIA. or one of those kind of things. Any news on your white car? All I know is they got it started. No, they have to. He was trying to find an ECU that was actually made for my car, not a different Prelude. So that's all it was. He was getting a new ECU for the car, and that's all it was. Then he could finish off the stuff and then wrap it up for me. So that's where we're at with the white car right now. So giving you guys a heads up. But no, her parents were never that fond of me because I was not a doctor. And obviously with her being a doctor, they wanted her to marry somebody on her level, whether a doctor, lawyer, or something like that. And because I was not a doctor, they've never been fond of me. And they're more friendly to me now, but you can still tell there's always going to be that difference. You know what I mean? Between her parents and me, where my parents have always been, even though they're divorced, they're very friendly to her. And that's the big difference there. You know, my parents were more accepting of whatever, but her parents were like, you need to marry somebody on this level, on your level, not down here. That kind of attitude. You should use the price to measure the amount of car wash. So $5 4 ounce, $10 2 ounces. What do you mean by that, buddy? You should use price to measure the amount of thing. Now you guys did get to see that 3D car wash. I had a lot of people, and I've had 3D. I've tried it. A lot of people were swearing about it, but I saw a lot of reviews that were just kind of mediocre for the 3D car wash. And it's funny because it's meant for 1 ounce per gallon, where it's like, okay, a 5-gallon bucket, I'm going to use 5 ounces. It only came with 16 ounces. I'm like, dear God, I can only use 3 times before I have to go get more. Or even over-the-counter Mcguire's Gold Class, it's like you can freehand the hell out of that. Who cares? And you can wash your car tons and tons of times, and it has better lubricity. So I was just like, I was really impressed or really shocked that I was not blown away by 3D, because I know how good 3D products are. Or I've tried their tire shine was very good. Obviously, I know HD Speed is made by 3D, and it's like an all-in-one glaze, polish, and protectant. So it polishes out the swirls. It has a glaze in it, and then of course it's protectant as well. So kind of like a wax. It's all-in-one. It's great. Highly recommended product. A lot of pros like to use on the cars, on the mobile detailers. But I was just like, really? I don't know. I just was expecting a lot more from them, but it's the way it goes. How much vacation pay time do you have built up? I have been with my company for 21 years, so I have 5 weeks of vacation time per year, plus 7 individual option days I can take whenever I want at my discretion. So technically, I have 6 total weeks of vacation per year. My next bump will be at 25 years with the company, and then you have 6 weeks of vacation time, and then you're still your 7 option days. So essentially 2 months off per year that I don't even have to work, and it's fully paid, which is really nice. Like, I had only used 1 vacation so far this year. My last one, when I went on the cruise to Bermuda back in June. This is what the shirt's from, Guy Harvey. The Guy Harvey shirt from the cruise. They didn't pay me. They forgot to pay me for it. So I didn't get paid for the entire week, but obviously we didn't need the money. So by the books, I still had 4 weeks of vacation time left. So literally every month from here on out, except for 1, and I can't take vacation in December. I have it November, August. I have one in September, October. I mean, literally every single month, essentially, I have a vacation coming up. It's crazy because we're going on another cruise at the end of September out of Quebec down in New York City. And then we're going to go visit my grandma for her 98th birthday in August. And so then we're going to go somewhere. We're going to go up there in November for Thanksgiving. So, yeah, I got a lot of vacation time, bud. Have Toy ever been to Disneyland? No, I've been right next to it, but I've never been to Disneyland. Okay, my wife's aunt lives literally 5 blocks away from Disneyland. So when we went to our cruise out of Long Beach, California, they picked us up at the airport in Long Beach and drove us back to their house, and they have a townhome literally 5 blocks away. So we went right next to Disneyland. Disneyland has this like massive 50-foot wall. I feel like it's like a compound, where we don't have that in Disney World, where Disneyland is like a massive concrete wall, and you're going right down the road, and then you just hang a left down one of the roads, and she lives right across the street from right down the street from an elementary school. So like if you step out of her townhouse complex and look, you can actually look down that way, and about 4 blocks down is the big giant wall for Disneyland. That's as close as I've ever been to Disneyland. Where Disney World is like just trees everywhere, pine trees and oak trees. That's all it is, because they own something like couple thousand acres. It's nuts how much land they have. And so they don't have any walls around it. It's just like you're driving down the road and you're going by all these trees, and then suddenly, welcome to Disney. You're like, holy crap, that's the way it is. There's no walls built or anything like that. It's the way it goes. I mean, they fence around the actual, like each park has like a regular chain link fence or whatever, maybe like a hill, but there's no like walls or anything around any of the parks. None of them. We get paid every week. Every Friday we get paid. What's the longest cruise you have been on? The longest I've been on is a 10-day cruise, and no, it didn't. Because of the problem, the thing is, Lex, you stop at so many different islands on those 10-day cruises. I think we had stopped at 6 different islands. It just never got boring. As a matter of fact, we were on the Carnival Vista last year when Hurricane Irma came through. So we were actually, hold on, let me do the math here. We were actually, no, I want to say the Carnival Vista. Yeah, the Carnival Vista was originally scheduled to be a 6-day cruise to the Western Caribbean, then back to Miami. Well, because of the hurricane, they said we can't come back to Miami because obviously we're not going to take you through the hurricane or anything. So we're going to stay at sea. So we stayed at Cozumel an extra day, and then we stayed south of Cuba. We had blue skies every day when Puerto Rico got destroyed by the hurricane, and then it came up into Florida. It's like a category 1 or 2. Well, we had blue skies every day because we were so far south of Cuba, way out there in the Gulf. We ended up that cruise ended up being a 10-day because they gave us 4 extra days because they said we can't get into Port Miami. So, hey, you get a free cruise out of it. It worked out for us. But usually you'll stop like 6 or 7 ports, maybe like let's say 6 ports on a 10-day cruise. So you're always, like, every day you wake up, you're in a new place. So, of course, you're going to go see everything. So, no, it doesn't get boring at all. You're always like boom, 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 boom. You're always on the move, Warren works for UPS. You get paid well over the minimum wage. Starting pay is a little low. I'll tell you that. It's not great. Once you get up there, it's good paying, but not starting wages. Dollar Tree car soap, straight soap, no water, and the foam cannon. Pretty good. Cool. I'll definitely have to try to check that out in the future, Javier. Let's see. Which cruise line have you been on? I've been on a lot, brother. So this cruise coming up here in September, I think it's September, October, right around there. Anywho, is our 25th cruise. So we've been on, I think, like 7 different cruise lines. I'll give you an example. We've been on Carnival, Princess, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Costa, Disney, and Norwegian. So we've been on 7 different cruise lines with 25 cruises total under our belt. We've done 25 different ones. So it's pretty crazy. Which clients have you been on? Yeah, I already said that one. Cruise prices. Oh, are they pricey? Not really. Like if you just want to go for a basic cruise, go on a Carnival cruise. You can get like interior with no ocean view, no window or anything, just like an indoor room. And you can get them as low as like $299 and $399 for 7 nights. It's really cheap. If you want to have ocean view, it might be like $399 or $450 for 7 days. If you want to have like a balcony for 7 days, it'll be like $699, $799 on Carnival for 7 days. Carnival is probably around one of the cheapest cruise lines. So you're not going to get all the big bells and whistles. It's still fun, but you're not going to get all the big bells and whistles of some of the brand new fancy Carnival ships or Norwegian ships that cost more. And that's what you got to kind of go with. Where like you go to Celebrity and some of these other ones that are geared for more of an older age group, they're not going to have all the fun slides, but everything inside is going to be a lot classier. A lot of high-end marble and stuff like that. Everything's way fancier. That's what you're kind of paying for. That the higher-end luxury lifestyle versus just like the party lifestyle. But that's no big deal. Is there TSA? You do, and every time you go through. So when you get back from a cruise, you have to go through the customs agent every single time. So you get off the cruise, you get your bags when you're walking off the cruise ship. You go into the big warehouse, you get your bags, and then you got to go through the customs. And you have to have customs sheet filled out every single cruise you go on. $6.99 per person. Yeah, it's $6.99 per person for like a Carnival balcony for a 7-day balcony. If you like Western Caribbean is always cheaper than Eastern Caribbean. Eastern Caribbean might be like $7.99, but if you go to the Western Caribbean, which is like Mexico, Roatan, Honduras, Grand Cayman, stuff like that, it'll only be like $6.99. I've even seen them for $5.99. If you get like a good deal where they're not a full ship, and you book it, you can get a balcony for $599. You might not be able to pick what room you're in. They'll pick for you. But, I mean, who cares? You know you're going to get a balcony. That's all that matters in the end. Who has a better Disneyland? I would say, from what I've always seen and heard, Florida is much better. Because of the fact that Florida is bigger, there's more room, it's more spread out, where Disneyland is all compacted in there. It's really tight. So, Everybody that's been to both said they like Disney World a lot better than Disneyland. But Disneyland is the classic. We eventually gonna go out there. As a matter of fact, Greg from Masterson's Car Care, you guys probably know him by now if you guys follow any detailing stuff. He just opened up his very first store, and it's based in Anaheim. It literally, I Googled it from his address to Disneyland, 6 minutes away. He's 6 minutes away from Disneyland via Google directions. He's right there in Anaheim. And he said, I can't wait for you to come out here and visit us and hang out with me. And we'll show you around. We'll do that kind of stuff. And I said, well, maybe later on in the spring, maybe in like January, February, we'll fly out there for a weekend, like a 4-day weekend. And of course, I'll take them to Disneyland, and we'll go to Disneyland and California Adventure because they're so close. And her aunt lives literally right down the street. We'll go from there. You broke the wheels off. My son is so violent, he breaks the wheels. Why are you so violent for? I forgot what these things are called, but I got to buy him new ones. They have like interchangeable tops, and he loves these things. You know, these are the ones that, you're like, you get him going fast like that, but he broke the wheels off, so I got to get him new ones. What's up? I saw the cold night. Yes, you did, Regal. Yes, you did. It's right there, buddy. I just got it in, so I just wanted to show everybody all the new stuff we're going to be getting out here in the future. How do you play Lexo leather? Just regular. Start out with a cleaner first, and then come back with a conditioner. It's nothing fancy. Just with a microfiber, spray it down, wipe it down, and then go to then you can even have a second microfiber towel just to like wipe off all the nasty stuff that's left, and then you come back with a actual conditioner. You know what I mean? It's really easy to use. Any leather cleaner is about the same the way you apply it. I use your leather cleaner, have 2 microfiber towels, one clean one that's going to be getting all the dirt off. Then the second one just to buff off the rest of any leftover stuff. You know what I mean? Is everything inclusive? So for $6.99, you're going to have your room. You're going to have all the food you want for free, and basically you're going to go everywhere. And that's all included. And then all like the stuff on the ship. If you want liquor, you want Coke, that's cost you extra. If you want to go to one of the specialty restaurants, like the high-end steakhouses or whatever, those cost more money. But if you're just going to go to the regular dining room or like the Lido deck, which is like the buffet area on the top, that's all free. You can go on all the water slides, the pool, go to the gym, all that stuff's free. But if you want to go to the spa and you want to have your nails done, you want your hair done, you want a massage, those are the things that cost money. If you want to have Cokes, that costs money. If you want to have liquor, beer, that costs money. You can get the all-you-can-drink card. Let's say for I think it's like beer, like $299. Beer and liquor is like $299, something like that. It depends on how the length of the cruise for unlimited drinking card. So it'll have a sticker on your thing here. I'll show you guys. Hold on. I keep all my cruise cards. Hold on. Let me see if I can show it to you. My son likes to knock them around. Hold on. Let's see if I can find one on there. Put it on there. Hold on. Bear with me, guys. I gotta find one. Come on. Find anyone. So my son's like just digging through them right now. Of course, I'm not gonna find one. Stop. Okay. Here we go. Found one for you guys. So this is from Princess Cruise Lines, okay? This is your room key. It's just like a regular credit card. This is how you charge all your drinks to it. If you want to buy beer, liquor, you want to go to a massage, you want to do all that stuff, this is how you do it. So it's your room key and it's your card. It's linked to your credit card. So you only use this. You don't use cash on the cruise ship. So you see the little sticker down there? Okay, what that says is basically I have unlimited Cokes. So all I have to do is go up to the bartender and be like, hey, I want a Coke. They swipe my card. I sign the receipt for it, and that's all I have to do. I don't have to pay for it because for the entire week is like $50 or $55 for the entire week for unlimited drinks. Well, it's the same thing. You'd have one that would be a liquor and beer, but instead of $55 for the entire week, it'll be like $300 for the entire week, and that's how it's done. So if you drink a lot, it's worth it. Like for me with Cokes, I drink a lot, so it was worth it. But we don't really drink that much liquor and stuff, so that's why I don't worry about it. Boom, done. So that's how you know how it works, buddy. I'll help you guys out with anything you guys will want. I can tell you anything about cruises. I've been on, like I said, this will be my 25th cruise. This will be his 6th cruise. First Disney cruise, but it'll be his 6th cruise overall. It's nuts. You get to visit his store. I should be 20 minutes away from there. Well, what'd you think about it, Richard? I was actually at the Chemical Guys detail store on Saturday up in Jacksonville, Florida. It was empty. I was the only customer in the entire store. The only one. It was crazy. No, that's old. That's nasty, buddy. That's dirty. Ugh, dirty. What color pad do you use for waxing sealant? Usually a black one. A black or like a red. Just make sure it's either, it'll say it on there that it's like meant for, it'll either say fine jeweling polish or it'll say just waxes and sealants. So either a black or a red one is usually the best. It's they're really, really soft. They don't have any bite to it all. They're just really, really soft because they're not meant to cut. They're just meant to just spread it out. That's all it's going to do. You live 5 minutes away. Oh, then Victor, you should go by Masterson's. Like, give him a shout out. Tell him a cord sent you, man, for sure. Hey, man, did you see those Chemical Guys Prime Day deals? I got a gallon of soap at $16. I got the clay block. No, I didn't, honestly, Regal. And it's only because I don't really need anything. I literally, as you guys know, I have a couple $1,000s of products down there. I really don't need anything. That's why. Hey, dang. What the heck is your deal, man? What kind of music? So I like some pop music, but not much. I don't know if I'm getting old now, but it seemed like 2017 and 2018 so far, like current pop music sucks. Like it sucks. I don't know if I've hit that age now or I'm just getting old. Hey, no. He's like throwing that wooden thing around. No way. But I don't know. I don't even listen because I have Sirius XM in all of our cars. And I don't even listen to the pop station anymore. I just think all the music sucks anymore. Like, it's not fun anymore. There's no catchy music to it at all. I don't know. I do like some rap music. I like dance music. And I love 80s music. I am a big 80s music fan. I love that. Just that fun decade. I don't know if these are good or not, Nathan. Take your chances. I don't know if those are fresh or not. They could be really, really stale. I don't know. Kind of stale. Kind of stale. Oh, well. He'll enjoy it. Kind of stale. Same in Las Vegas. I went to the Vic. Oh, yeah, exactly, Rich. Exactly. We've only been to Vegas once where my wife's best friend, she was in our wedding. So we flew out to her wedding when she got married at Caesar's Palace. That's the only time we stayed at the Golden Nugget there. That's the only time I've ever been to Las Vegas in my life. We went to the Hoover Dam. We rented a car. It's funny because I had people that say, you don't know how bad traffic is in Vegas. I was like, bitch, I was in Vegas. I was driving around. It was nothing. There was no traffic. There was so easy to get around it. I mean, right on the main strip had a little bit of traffic. Obviously, it's like, but like compared to iDrive, which is, International Drive, that's a hellhole down there. I mean, you can't get anywhere. People are like doing 5 miles an hour just poking along. It's so bad down there. But I mean, I've never driven in Los Angeles. I've been through Los Angeles, but it seemed like it moved pretty good because we went right by. We've been to the what's the planetarium there? We've been to obviously Long Beach. We went along the Pacific Coast Highway down there. We were on one of the interstates that take you right near downtown. You can see downtown this way. We were heading to the Valley Life, and I don't know what interstate that is for out there, guys. I wasn't driving. We were in a Prius too, of course. You know how the California people are so liberal and hippie out there. They have to have Prius everywhere. But her aunt has a Prius, so we were in the Prius. But all I remember is we were going to the Valley. That's all I know. So I don't know what interstate that is because they live in Anaheim and we went up to the Valley. That's all I know, guys. But it just seemed like traffic moved. But thankfully, you guys have lane splittings for people that use motorcycles. You go right between the cars. It makes life a lot faster. Sorry you're late. No problem at all, Aaron. You're always welcome here. Just listen to an instrumental called Strong. Yeah. Do you like wheel spacers? I don't have a need for them, Jared. I know a lot of guys in the 370Z group that use them all the time, but I didn't need them. Like when I bought my custom wheels from Ray's for my 370Z, I just bought them in a wider width. You know what I mean? I didn't try and use stock wheels and have them pushed out like this. I just bought a wider width, which made it flush. So it worked out great. You know what I mean? The reviews for this week, really, I don't have much prepared yet because I'm a little bit behind because last week and then, dude, it's been raining and raining and raining. It's just a bitch in the summer here in Florida. I want to try and get Dalton's new finish polish done. I want to try and test out that Micah for that towel he gave me. I got Voodoo. I got some more of the Voodoo stuff I need to try out because I did buy all their Voodoo stuff and I needed to actually try it. Otherwise, I'm just wasting the money on it. They have like window cleaner. I have detailer from them, and I think I have one more thing from them. But I think that's all I bought from them. What else do I have? I've got a few things from Turtle Wax I've never even tried out yet. They sent me that giant box at the beginning of the year, and I haven't tried it out yet. I feel really bad, but it's just the way it goes. 2-year-old has been on 6 cruises. I'm 20. I've been on 1. Yeah, dude. This will be a 6th cruise. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Just got on. Any new products, Chad? Right now, I just got Colonite 845. Just came in. A lot of the people are hyped about these kind of things. I'm going to try and put that on my blue car, so we'll see what happens. It's going to rain so much this week in Florida. All it does is rain, man. All it does is rain. But, that's the summer for us. Where the winter and the spring, what we call the winter and spring, we'll have blue skies every single day. Seriously. I remember rolling into work Christmas week, and it would still be 80 degrees here in Florida. It was like 82 degrees Christmas week here in Central Florida. So, but we don't have the rain then. It's completely dry. The grass doesn't grow very tall. It's great. I don't have to mow it a million times. And it's awesome. What are you doing? What? What if I squish you? What if I squish you against the back of the chair? Ugh. You see that? You see that? Ugh. It will rain and wash your cars. For sure, man. That's why I like to wash them and just pull it in the garage and dry them off. That's what I like to do usually. If I think it's going to rain, the cars that I'm going to do, I'll wash it and then I pull it right inside the garage, and then that's what I do. Do you sleep in one of the spare rooms? Yeah, I actually sleep up here. He as you can see, tore off the sheets and everything off when she was up here. It's nuts. Phone Friday will be, which one is it going to be? I think it's going to be either 3D car wash or 303 products. It'll be one of the two. Snowflakes will say, "Oh, I'm sure, man. Well, thankfully, I don't live in a snowflake state. We're not in California. You know what I mean? Are you ready for drying a car post-wash? Well, if you really want to get into it, what all those guys say is you can use a detailer or a spray wax to help. It'll push the water off really fast and then come back with a giant microfiber. One of the things I actually bought at the detail store was one of their big old microfiber towels. It's 36 inches by 26 inches or something. It's one of those big old sucker monsters that you can dry your car off with. That's probably one of the best ways. You know what I mean? No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm on a live stream. Deal with it. Deal with it, homeboy. You want to go, bro? He goes, yeah. See, he wants to fight. He's like, let's go. See? Listen, I just said you want to fight, and you went, yeah. So you want to fight me? Here, tell him. Nathan, do you want to fight me? Do you want to fight me, Nathan? No, that's right. You better learn. You better learn who the boss is around here. I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Look at that pooched lip. He's pissed. He's pissed. What's up, Harley? Meanwhile, we have a heat advisory, sun scares. Yeah, exactly, Leonardo. It's just the way it is. But the good thing is in Florida, we get a lot of rain in the summer, so it works out really good. Do you know of Super Cheap? No, I don't. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm from Malaysia. I really like what you compare. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. We're just hanging out here on this chill evening, relaxing. You guys can ask me whatever you guys want. It's really no big deal. You know what I mean? We do this every Sunday night, and you're more than welcome to join us, Harley. You live in California, it's going to be 100 something. And that's the thing. Richard, would you rather have 100 something degrees, or would you rather have rain that's keeping you down in the 80s every day? That's basically what you have to decide. Would you want the 80 something degrees with the rain every day, or would you rather have the 100 something degrees every day? Personally, I'll take the rain every day. It just makes it a little bit harder for me in the summer to make videos because I'm like, oh, I'm going to go out there. Oh, here comes the rain. Nope. Like I will literally be wrapping up my car for you guys. And sometimes you'll see it. You'll see the sprinkle of rain starting to come down. I'm like, crap, I got to get the camera out of the rain. And you'll actually see it starting to sprinkle on the rain after I just washed it. He saw like a bug flying by, and he's like, oh, trying to get the bug. Leaf blower for drying, the best. I've used it before. I've tried it before, but it hurt my ears. It's so stinking loud. But I've definitely tried it before. It's an option. It seemed like it took a while, too. I like the giant microfiber towels like this or the waffle weave ones that are like, 3 feet long. Those are so much faster to clean my car with. I mean, if you really want to make it fast, put some spray detail on it, spray wax, whatever you want, and then just wipe it down with that stuff. It's so much faster. Did you know the snow foam lance nozzle? What do you mean by that? I know you're in Malaysia, so I know there's a little bit of language barrier, but yeah, what do you mean by that? Aaron, you missed the giveaway. Best drying towel. I use the Gorilla's Garage Waffle Whip drying towel. I really like it. They have a new PFM microfiber towel now, but it's expensive. Does a waffle weave towel do the same as a chamois? It absorbs more. It absorbs a lot more, Jared. It's really good. I love those things. Stop. Go downstairs. What do you want? Go. Go get what you want. I'm online now. You can see that the live stream is probably going to start dying out here because he's going to throw a fit and he will never leave me alone. You see him? And he's never going to leave me alone. She's already in bed, so you're going to see this all night. If we ever get to 25,000 subscribers, we're going to do a big-ass giveaway. I promise you. I might do like $100 giveaway to AutoGeek and let you guys buy whatever the hell you guys want to buy, and then they'll ship it right to your house. You know, that way you can pick and choose what you want. I promise you, when we get to 25,000, it's going to be a big-ass giveaway. Stop. He's starting to blow up, guys. I think we're going to be ending it out here soon because when he does this, it's only going to get worse from here on out. You see he's doing it's only going to get worse, and it's going to get so bad here soon. And obviously I'm the only one watching him right now, so I can't do anything about it. I just got Waffle Weave on Prime. That's a great deal right there. Great deal for $7. Donate orbital polishers. Yes, I own two. I own Griot's Garage 6-inch DA polisher. I own their 3-inch DA polisher. I highly recommend the 6-inch one. The 6-inch one is amazing. You'll still see many of the pro detailers use those all the time. All the time you'll see them because they have the orange color to theirs. You'll see them right away. You'll know right away those are Griot's Garage. Lifetime warranty, amazing polisher. I've had it for 4 years, never a single bump with it. Great polisher. Yeah, dude, he's pissed. He's pissed because I won't do exactly what he wants. So that's why he's throwing a fit. He's like a woman. Oh, somebody got triggered. I can already feel it. There's a down vote right there. There's a down vote. I can feel it in the force. I triggered somebody. Why don't you get a portable core port? We're not allowed to have anything like that. I live in a gay country club, so you can't. Dude, we get warning letters if palm fronds off our palm front are down on the ground for more than a day. I'm not lying. We've gotten 2 write-ups in the last 2 months for dead palm fronds in the grass. It's like, bitch, I picked it up the same damn day. The same day when I got home from work, I picked them up. And we get a written write-up about it saying if it's not cleaned up in a certain time, you're going to get fined. And I'm like, what the hell? You cannot have anything like that in your house here. Nothing, no carport kind of thing. How much is the wheel brush? I think the Daytona Speed brush is around $20, maybe $25. It's solid, man. I've used it for years, too. It's really good. You gotta tell them you're gonna be special forces, aren't you? You're gonna come up behind people and go. So yeah, I know Masterson sells one now. Like a lot of the companies are starting to sell those now. Those little bendy brush ones that are they're nylon things. They won't scratch your wheels, but I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, stop sticking your fingers in your mouth. Are you trying to get skinny again and purge? You're sweating pretty bad too. You're hot, buddy. You're hot. I totally forgot that you bought Harbor Freight DA polisher from last year. I saw the box. Jeez Louise, man. You need to use that thing. Yes, I have. It's facebook.com/accord79. Just like on my channel name, it's facebook.com/accord79. Yes, I definitely have a Facebook group. You're more than welcome to check it out, and you can write me on there, whatever you want, private message me, and I'll do my best to get back with you within a day. Before or after work, I'll write you back anytime. I always try and talk to people. I have Instagram. If you use Instagram, it's Accord79. I have Twitter. It's just Accord on Twitter. What? No. This is going downhill, guys. This is really going downhill. What do you want? Let me follow him for 1 second. See what the heck he wants. What do you want? What? No, I'm not going downstairs. No. I'm not going downstairs. Stop. All right, guys. I have a feeling this is going to be the end of the story here because I have to take care of my son. Adam's polish is over. Come on, guys. Adam's. All right, guys. You can see what I'm having to deal with here. I don't mean to cut it, but I have to just because of issues with my son. If he would just calm down, but he's just going to keep bugging us all night long. He's going to keep crying. He might be going upstairs. Nope, he's coming back. He's coming back. So there you go. Hey, as long as he stays calm, we're okay. But if he keeps blowing up like that, I'm not going to put him through that. I'm not going to drive him nuts. I'm going to go down whatever he needs, whether he needs a drink or whatever he needs, and just go take care of him. That kind of thing. So we'll go from there. You know what I mean? Stop. Put it on silent so it doesn't go off. My HOA doesn't do jack. I wish they would. Oh, dude, ours has gone through 3 different companies in the last 5.5 years. We moved here in, I think we closed on the house in October of 2012. We put the bid on it in August, but we actually closed in October of 2012. And since then, they've gone through 3 different companies that monitor the HOA, because like you said, they'll do something for like a couple months and then they just stop. They don't do anything anymore. And then the people complain that people's houses look like crap, the yards look like crap, and you need to do something, and they just kind of let it go. So they cancel the contract with them, and then they go to the next one. And they just raised our HOA this year for the very first time. They raised it by $25 a year. And you're like, you better damn well be doing something for 25 extra a year, because wow. They put in all new street lights in the neighborhood, LED street lights, and they put in new reflective street signs. I don't know. It's basic stuff like that. It's crazy. How's the arm rail headlight? It's still hanging in there pretty good, Aaron. Pretty good. Yeah, maybe. No, he's going downstairs right now. But let's do another 15 minutes, because I don't want to leave my son or anything too long. He might be thirsty, might want to drink. He just might want just to play. So I don't know what he wants. Let's do 15 more minutes of live stream, then we're going to go ahead and cut it for the week. Just to let you guys know. So when we wrap it, we're at 2 hours and 15 minutes right now. We'll do 2 hours and 30 minutes and go ahead and cut it for the live stream. Unless he comes back up and blows up again, then I'll cut it earlier. So anything you have to ask in the next 15 minutes, shoot it my way. It doesn't have to be directly on car detailing. I'll answer it the best I can for you. How's that sound? We'll just chill out this fine evening here. Yeah, no, that's what he'll do. He'll throw a fit, but the problem is he might get into something down there and they'll be like, oh, I got to go or whatever, and that kind of stuff. Can you review Aero cosmetic products? I've never even heard of them. The problem with that is the smaller companies here, I'm going to be honest with you guys straight up. I've said it before. A lot of people know Colonite, okay? This will not get near the reviews a basic turtle wax product will. So I can spend money on an amazing product, let's say like your Aero Cosmetics. It might get 1,500 views on it. This is the way it goes. But I do a new turtle wax product over the counter. Hell, I could do an Armor All product. It will get 4,000 or 5,000 views in the first couple of weeks. Instantly, 4,000 or 5,000 views right away. People are always going to gravitate towards what they can easily find versus what they're going to get online. 90-something% of people they'll buy their detailing products from a local store. They will not go online. So the views do not come in. So it's almost not worth me spending it for just being. I already have so many products, and I have more questions about products over the counter than I ever get for these smaller companies. So I hope you understand that's just the way it rolls. That's the way it is. And it's like, okay, why am I spending all this money on these higher end products if nobody's going to watch the videos anyways? I have almost 24,000 subscribers now. We're almost at 24,000. And, if I put out a video and only get 1,500 views on it, I'm like, over the first couple of weeks, I'm like, that's it. So I can tell nobody's interested in it. But the coverall one day, 1,600 views the first day. What was it? The Eagle One, the wipes that I just did, that has like 5,000 views on it already. People want the stuff they can get over the counter, and that's what it does, and that's the way I see it. Why spend a lot of money on these small name companies when they just keep bugging me about stuff that's over the counter? So unlike where the Colonite, I've had at least 100 questions, about 100 to 200 requests for this. So that's a little different. Then I will finally, I'll buy it. But that's generally what I do. Just let you guys know. What do you think about the pressure washer to Harbor Freight? I honestly I've only been to Harbor Freight one time in my only life. Greenworks, it should do you fine. I mean, I use Ryobi stuff for my yard, and Ryobi makes a solid product. So maybe you might want to look into Ryobi's pressure washer, like the 1,800 PSI one. But it's up to you. But I've heard a lot of people use Greenworks with a pressure washer, and it does really good. So I don't know, brother. No Mountain Dew tonight. No, I had coffee actually, because I got up so early today because we had to meet at. So what they did is, I'll give you a rundown. My wife's 20th anniversary for high school is this weekend back in Jacksonville, Florida. Friday night was like a meet and mingle at one of the local breweries. Yeah, it's like one of those breweries that makes custom beers and stuff like that on Friday night in downtown Jacksonville. Saturday night was the formal get-together. If you guys got to see me on Instagram, we were dressed up in the suit and tie and all that. She had her dress on. Today was more of a family event. It was held actually at Stanton Preparatory High School there in Northside Jacksonville. And it was held this morning until the afternoon. They had food trucks there, but it started raining really heavy at 2 o'clock, so everybody just left an hour early. And we were up early, so I'm like sipping down coffee right now to stay awake because I was like, I'm getting tired. And of course, I drove all the way home, And I was like, I'm getting sleepy, but I love my YouTube subscribers so much that I'm like, I've got to be home. I told her I've got to do the live stream, because if it was up to her, we would have stayed there till midnight and left at midnight. And I'm like, no, we've got 2.5 hour drive back to Orlando. I've got to get there and I've got to get the stuff done. So that's how it went down. I was like, well, I've got to go. So that's why I'm on here with you, because I love you guys so much. Unlike many other YouTubers that they just want you for the views, they want you for the revenue of whatever they're going to get from their Google paycheck or any donations. I actually enjoy spending time with my subscribers. I enjoy talking. If you guys ever meet me on the street, come up and say hi to me anytime you want. I'll love to say hi to you for a few minutes, even if we only have 2 or 3 minutes to say hi, because I'm going somewhere, you're going somewhere. Just say hi. It's not going to hurt. I'm not going to bite. You can say hi anytime you want. You know what I mean? Supposedly the 1 to 1.1 millimeter nozzle will increase the amount of foam that goes out. That's all it's going to do, Sarko. But honestly, when I bought some more Mr. Pink, my Mr. Pink was all gone. And obviously for chemical guys, I was a detail garage. Mr. Pink is a very good foam can soap. It's made specifically for the foam cannon. It puts out crap loads of foam. There's no reason for me to go to the 1.1, especially when you get a foam can soap that's directly made for it. And it was only, I think it was $6.99 for Mr. Pink. So of course I had to pick up another bottle. I picked up the VO7, sealant, spray sealant. And I think I picked up the giant microfiber towel. It's like 3 feet by like 2.5 feet. But yeah, I was the only one in the detail garage. I was the only single person. Maybe it was just late in the afternoon. I don't know, but I was like looking around. The guy was just like, he was just doing this, playing on his phone the entire time. He wasn't doing anything. I was just like, hey, when I walked in, he's like, hey. That's all that went down. It was pretty funny. And I just walked around. I took some pictures, posted it up on Instagram, and then I got a few things, and I dipped out of there real quick. He's like, do you want to be a member of Rewards? I'm like, dude, I rarely come to Jacksonville. I said, I live down at Casino in Orlando. He's like, oh, there's one coming here very soon. I'm like, I heard that, but I don't know. And of course, I know one of my subscribers works at the brand new one that they're opening this weekend in Tampa, or will be working there. And he invited me out. He said, would you please come out Saturday? And I said, I'll do my best to come out for you guys on Saturday. So we'll see. Did you pull up that GTR? Just the Sienna. We took the Sienna because of where we were at. There's no reason to take the GTR up there. Video for tomorrow. I honestly don't know. I actually have the Chemical Guys microfiber towel cleaner video recorded, but I didn't edit it. So I might go ahead and throw that up for tomorrow. It was pretty decent as well. I really like the Masterson's microfiber towel cleaner. I gotta tell you, it's really damn good. The Chemical Guys one wasn't bad or anything, but maybe I'm a little bit partial because I know Greg, but I mean, it did a really damn good job. I ran through a whole bottle of Masterson's microfiber cleaner, but you know, Chemical Guys one did clean it. Everything was clean, so I really can't complain about them either. It was a solid product. So maybe I'll put that one up tomorrow, where we're actually in the laundry room and we're cleaning my whole stack of microfiber towels that I do, because I have literally tons of them. I probably have like 100 or plus microfiber towels now. You know what I mean? I make a little bit of money off YouTube. We're not going to get rich off it. Let's put it that way. It's not going to take my day job away. You know what I mean? If I know add water in snow foam lands, just car shampoo. It shouldn't damage the paint at all, but I don't know how well it's going to act coming out of a pressure washer being just straight soap. Because I think it's meant to be mixed with water in the actual container. Yes. I went to the Chemical Guys detail store in Jacksonville. It's right at the corner of Arlington Expressway and Southside Boulevard. It's right there at the corner near where the old Regency Mall was. Regency Mall is like ghetto, so most of it's all shut down now. I mean, it's freaking hood. While I was there, they had multiple shootings. I'll give you another example. Today we're at Stanton High School, which is on the north side of town, which is straight hood. I mean, hood projects. Well, we were out there, and everybody's playing out there in the field with their kids because they had blow-up things for slides for the kids. We heard a gunshot go off. It is so ghetto in Northside Jacksonville. Most of Jacksonville is trash, but Northside is specifically just ghetto hood. And yeah, that's where her preparatory school was, and we heard a gunshot go off. Everybody's like this. Oh. I was like, well, look, nobody went down. You didn't hear any ricochets. We're good to go. But somebody shot off their gun. I don't know why the hell you would shoot your gun out there, because it's nothing but neighborhoods around there. Projects and neighborhoods, but yeah, somebody shot a gun off where there. It was just ridiculous. How many caffeines do you have daily? I might have 1 cup of coffee, and that's about it. Other than that, it might be just some Cokes or whatever, but nothing more. What's your dream garage? For a garage, okay, letting you guys know, we've began feeling out new areas of town to move to, getting out of Kissimmee, aka Puerto Rico, and going to maybe like an area called Windermere, Florida, Winter Garden, Florida. If we can go to Windermere, she would look for a house that's already been built. If we go to Winter Garden, we're going to buy like 5 acres of land and custom build a home. We're talking about basically copying this house, but extending this garage and making it a 4-car garage instead of 2, and then having a rec room above it. So you can have video games, you can play pool table, whatever, because it'll make known things. If I had hit the lottery, like the lottery is insane right now. If you guys watch Mega Millions and Powerball, the Mega Millions is like $493 million right now. If I were hypothetically to hit one of those, I'd probably build a house with like a 10-car garage. It would be insanity, right? And then I would probably have a bunch of 90s JDM legends. So your Supra, your NSX, your Sylvia, your R32, your R33, your R34 I'd bring in. What else would I bring in? Probably a 3000 GT VR4. I would bring in stuff like that. Integra Type Rs, Civic Type Rs, I'd bring them over. The thing would be 90s legend land. The 2000s were so lame for the most part. The 2010s seem to be getting a lot better now, obviously. But the 2000s were boring as hell. 80s really were nothing. I was a huge fan of 90s JDM cars. I still am. I would probably have a crap load of 90s JDM cars. Because everybody would say, well, you could get like a Lamborghini Ferrari. I'm like, but I could also get all of those cars and still have money. You know what I mean? It's like a Civic Type R from the 90s. You can get imported from Japan. They only go for like $3,000 or $4,000. That's it. That's all they go for. You get a mint condition NSX like 40 grand, mint condition twin turbo Supra 40 grand, R32 mint condition like 30 grand. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Or one Ferrari or one Lamborghini. You know, I'd rather have a ton of cars. You know what I mean? I'm going to turn heads everywhere with a Supra versus just as much as with a Lamborghini. You know what I mean? So that's personally would be me. I would go nuts with that. You know, if I won the lotto tomorrow, we'd have a lot of fun on this channel. I'm telling you, this channel would be just stupid because we'd be buying cars, we'd be trying them out, we'd be going to Japan, we'd be buying cars at the auction at Japan. We would have a great time, let's put it that way. This channel would just be stupid about cars because I'd be blowing a lot of dumb money on cars. I'd invest most of the money, so all the money would be making money off of itself, but I would still spend a little bit of it for me. You know, just have a retardedly huge home. But we would invest the rest, you know what I mean? And then we got to have those cars. But that would be me personally. That would be just my stuff. Can you do a video on comparing cloths and waffle weaves in it? What do you mean by cloths with waffle weave in it? I don't know what you mean by that, Sarko, because most of the waffle weaves are most of the microfiber. Are you talking about like microfiber versus waffle weave? Waffle weave just tends to absorb more than a regular microfiber towel. So if waffle weave is great for like drying off your car and stuff like that. It'll suck up a lot more liquid. What online shopping is in your country? What do you mean? I usually go to AutoGeek. AutoGeek Harley. That's where I get my stuff from. How often do you shoot your guns? Not as much as I used to, just because of the fact that I have him. And again, who's going to watch him? I mean, I know a lot of people. There might be some people here triggered inside. Once he's old enough, I have a 22 for him. Well, when he's like 5 or 6, I'll take him out there, start shooting him, telling him, teaching him proper gun safety. If I feel like he's mature enough to handle it, then we'll teach him proper shooting safety and all that stuff. But right now, I can't. Am I either going to go by myself or am I going to bring her? Who's going to watch him? That's the problem with going to an indoor shooting range. There's one right down the street from where my wife works on Orange Avenue. But the fact is, who's going to watch my son? Once he's about 5 or 6, I'll take him to an outdoor shooting range or something and let him shoot the 22, teach him properly about like things like my uncles taught me when I was like 5 or 6. They take me out there, had beer cans, bottles and stuff like that. And they put him out there and they teach me how to load it, how to shoot it, when to shoot it, always leave, when you put the gun down, have it aimed down range and, always make sure the magazine is out of it and it's cleared, there's no bullets in the chamber, that kind of thing. And basic stuff like that. And the safety always on when you're not shooting it, safety always on, no fingers on the trigger, that kind of thing. But only when he's ready to. But so that's what's holding me back from doing a lot. Just like riding my motorcycle. A lot of people ask, where's my motorcycle videos? It's hard for me to get it out when I'm watching him. I used to ride motorcycles all the time, but I can't now. I'm thinking about switching to the later shift at work. If that happens, then I will ride my motorcycle a lot more. because she'll be home in time, and then I'll be able to ride my motorcycle to work. It'll really help. We'll see what happens. I'm a huge fan of the EK9 Type R. There you go. I watched Greg's store tour, and it looks similar to, you know, all of them are probably going to be about the same, Aaron, for sure. Be smart when you win the lottery. A lot of people go, you know, a lot of people, I've watched a thing on the lottery thing. Many people are told to contact a financial advisor immediately, contact a lawyer immediately, because you need to lawyer up because you're going to have a lot of people coming after you. Or one of the best things they tell you to do if you ever won the lotto would be to never tell anybody you win the lotto. That way nobody knows you're wealthy instantly overnight, because you're going to have every cousin and brother and sister that you never knew coming out of the woodwork asking for money. So if you want to keep it quiet and you never ever get bugged, never tell anybody you won the lottery. You just, you know, they tell the lotto commission, hey, I don't want my name to be known. They keep it hidden. You just sign the check. They put the name in your bank, the money in your bank. You're done. Nobody ever knows. Sometimes you'll hear that they'll say an unnamed person, a young person, or a man or woman won all the money. They don't name it because they don't wish for their name to be out. They don't want their life to suddenly change and have people bugging them, because you know how that, of course, that would be. Oh, you're a millionaire. Can't you help me out now? Oh, I'm in debt. You can pay off my debt real easy. You get how it could easily go downhill. And people that you used to be friendly with, like family members you used to be friendly with, you're having to cut them off because they will not stop bugging you. You know what I mean? Calling you and coming to your house and all this stuff. And it's just like, holy hell. Can you imagine how much drama there would be from that? Suddenly you have all this drama that you never ever had because now you're a millionaire and they want your money. That would suck. But yeah, I would invest most all of it, because that way you can live off the investment. Ooh. Yeah, I'll look at your message in a bit, Harley. I'll look at your message in a bit, but it's called Auto Geek. I'll type it right here. This is where I get a lot of my stuff. Look at right there. That's where I get a lot of my stuff, Harley. Can you polish a car by hand? You can, but it is very painstaking, Jared. But you definitely can do it by hand. But you will really be putting some work into it. That's why it's always easier and saves your time to get it. What's up, man? What's up, Joker? How you doing, buddy? Oh, we're just relaxing, man. We're about to wrap it up here in about the next 5 or 10 minutes. I just realized the time. We got carried away. Probably next 5 or 10 minutes, I need to go check on my son here. He was up here screaming earlier. Man, you just missed it, dude. He wanted me to go play with him and all this stuff, and I didn't. I was like, hey, I'm not. What's up? Now everybody's coming on. You notice that? Everybody's coming on, and we're here. We're like 10 minutes from wrapping it up. Welcome, Mr. Missouri, man. Joker, Sudsy, you have to leave me a thumbs up before you go, okay? Before you go, you have to leave me that thumbs up. I'm just messing with you. If you don't want to leave a thumbs up, I'm just messing with you. But I like to mess with you guys a lot. So we'll see. So any last minute questions? Like I said, let's do 10 more minutes and we'll go ahead and cut it off, just because I do want to check on my son, maybe see if he's okay, get him a snack, whatever he wants, that kind of thing, or get him a drink or play with him. Maybe he just wants to just play around downstairs with cars. He loves cars. So he's set in the right direction. And the good thing about that is, what I always say is, you start them in the right direction. You give them the goal, okay? And let's say, okay, you like cars a lot? Yeah. Or you're going to have to bust your tail in order to get those cars. That means you're going to have to do good in school, you're going to have to do good in college, and you're going to have to have a good high-paying job. You are not going to buy that stuff with some McDonald's-ass job. You're going to have to get that good high-end job if you want these nice cars. So you're going to have to work hard for it. Set yourself a goal. You know what I mean? That's the way I've always said it. I can't get myself motivated unless I personally set myself a goal. I will never be motivated. My motivation right now is to pay off the GTR in just over a year from now, by like let's say next August, September, have it completely paid off. Done. That's my personal goal myself. And that way I can free up money again. If I want to get a Civic Type R or whatever the hell I want to get, I can do it then. But I'm never going to go into a big car payment again. I'm over those big car payment days. How far are you from Davenport? About 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less. I would say, yeah, it's the traffic. It's getting from where I live in Kissimmee to I-4 that takes the longest. But Davenport, maybe 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. It's not far. It's like the next town over from Kissimmee. Give you a thumbs up. See, Dr. Sudsy, that's why I love you guys, because you give me these thumbs up immediately. You guys are the real champions here. Now, my son's got me eating all this candy now. Like I'm playing baseball. I don't know if you guys ever played like Little League, whatever, when you were a kid, baseball. These kind of things were great. Love them. All the time. You know, you're sitting there in the dugout, you're just eating, you know, and the sunflower seeds, and you're eating the candy and stuff. That was me. Loved it. Love that stuff. I know it's probably not healthy for you, but it tastes really good, and I like it a lot. So that's a little bit of history. I played baseball for 6 or 7 years before I stopped. So I played baseball every single spring on the little league team. I played in high school for 1 year, and then I was like, I don't want to play anymore. I'm done. I'm burnt out. My high school was terrible, absolute rubbish. And I was like, I'm not playing with this anymore. I don't want to lose every single game again. We only won like 1 or 2 games, and I was like, I'm not doing that, because I came from a team that won literally every single game. And my parents moved right before the end of the season. My parents had moved away to Jacksonville, Florida, and they actually sent me my trophy for the end of the year, because our team came in like second or third at the end, and they said, because you were here, you get the trophy, even though you had to miss like the last 5 games because your parents moved. And we won like second or third through the whole like thing. So they actually sent me a trophy, and that was really cool. So from going to a winning team to a team that sucked, it was like, man, I don't want to play for this. So I played 1 year of high school baseball, and I was done. I was like, I'm out of it from there. Good night, all. For you, if you're going to bed, forgot Alberto. Thank you so much, sir. I really do appreciate that. Dude, we're almost at 50 right now. That's crazy. We almost got 50 likes. I'm in Davenport. Oh, you're not very far from me. Yeah, I'm going to Universal tomorrow. Okay. I'm near St. Cloud, to give you a heads up. I'm in Kissimmee, but I'm right near the St. Cloud line, Joker. So that's why it takes so long, because you got to go all the way through 192 or a wrap around to get there. And that's what takes so long. It's the traffic. It's a living nightmare down here in Kissimmee. It's awful down here. There's not enough roads for all the people that are moving in from up north and from the islands. So that's what's going on. So have fun over tomorrow at Universal. It should be okay. Just know that every afternoon in Florida, you're going to get really heavy thunderstorms. So get your rides out of the way in the morning, because in the afternoon it's going to rain. They're going to shut down all the outdoor rides. You're not going to be able to go on the roller coasters or anything until maybe the evening when it clears out. So you got to get your big rides out of the way. Indoor rides won't be affected, but any water rides will be affected. All the roller coasters will be shut down. All of that stuff will be completely shut down. It'll suck. So, yeah, make sure you hit up like the Hulk if you're doing the rock and roller coaster, if you're doing the Hippogriff coaster, little tiny kids coaster, if you're doing what's the other one? I forgot. My brain's dead right now. But if you do any of those, you better get those out of the way right away, buddy. Peace out, buddy. Thanks so much, Richard. I appreciate you stopping by, man. I really do. Traffic was bad. Oh, wait till you see it, man. It gets a lot worse. It took us 2 hours and 20 minutes to get home today. On Friday night, we went through rush hour traffic because she waited forever to get us out the door because we were waiting on her. 3.5 hours to Jacksonville, an extra 1 hour and 10 minutes. That's how bad the traffic was. We were at a parking lot, not even moving on I-4. Interstate 4 is so bad through Orlando. It's terrible. Have you ever tried Turtle Wax Dash? Yes, I have. It's very good, Jared. Very good. Thanks for the heads up. Hey, man, just trying to hook you up, man. You know I am a season pass holder, Joker. I'm a season pass holder, so we go there all the time. We were just there a week or so ago. So, like I said, get the water rides out of the way, get the roller coasters out of the way as soon as you can, because once it starts raining, if there's any bit of lightning within, I think it's 20 miles, it's all shut down. You can't do any outdoor rides. The indoor rides you'll be fine at, but they just shut them down for safety. So you won't be doing none of that. So just giving you a heads up. Damn it. Who's going to give me that one more thumbs up? Who is going to do it? Raise your hand. Say, Chad, I'm going to give you that thumbs up right now. I will give you that thumbs up and get you to 50 right now. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Raise your hand right now. I will give you an airhead strip right now. We'll share it virtually through the computer. That's the way it goes. All right, guys, we have 3 more minutes. Last minute questions, 3 more minutes away, and we'll be done for the night. There it is. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. I really do appreciate that. Oh, here they all coming in. They're flooding in now. Thank you. I feel like a pastor asking for money. You know what I mean? Donate. And who's going to give, that kind of thing. It's pretty funny. But thank you so much, guys, for all the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. I like this nice chill evening here, even though I'm tired. It's been a nice evening with you guys. I really do like it. Florida traffic is nothing compared to Houston traffic. I've driven through Houston. I didn't have any problems. I've driven through Houston once. It was just another drive for me. I don't know. I guess it didn't. I guess I caught it on a good day, but I didn't have any issues with it. Atlanta traffic sucks. The big one. Atlanta Interstate 75 is like 6 or 8 lanes wide on each side, right? 6 or 8 lanes wide going north, 6 or 8 lanes wide going south. In the morning, in the evening, I-75 is a parking lot. 8 lanes wide. It's a parking lot. It does not move. It's horrible. You just sit there like this. Oh, we can move now? Okay, we'll move up a few more feet, then you stop again. It's terrible in Atlanta. My wife had to do a year and a half of clinicals there. Apart from med school, you have to do the clinicals. You follow the doctors, and they let you see what they're working on. I mean, you can't touch it because you're not a doctor yet, not like a resident doctor yet. But you watch them. You follow doctors, the different types of practices along. So I always had to go up there, and I was like, oh my god. So I knew what I would do is I'd sleep in late when she went to the hospital, and then I would get up around like 10 o'clock, and then I would head back to when I lived in Pensacola, Florida. I would head back around like noon or 1, and then I'd have to run into the traffic because I knew how bad Atlanta traffic was. It sucked so bad. It was terrible. If you don't care about the durability and pure shine, what wax would you use? Probably something like a buttery wet wax from Chemical Guys, a Masterson's wax, any one of those, because they're not going to last you more than about a month or two before they're completely gone, buddy. Thumbs up, thumbs it up, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much, Renee. Thanks so much, Alberto. Wax Scots, Limitless Car Care. I'm actually thinking about doing that this week. They have the Decon, which is their degreaser. It's good on wheels, tires, engine base, whatever. I think I might actually use that on GTR this week. We'll see if we can get around to it. Other than that, I just have to wait on him to send me more because I've used up all of Limitless cards that they sent me. I've tested them all. Colonite thumbnail got me in here. I shouldn't even have to put a Colonite thumbnail up here for you to come in my live stream. I'm more important, okay, than Colonite is. You best believe that right now, Forrest. You better drop me a thumbs up, Forrest, or you're going to be banned from this channel right now. Give me that thumbs up right now. I want to see 52 right now. Have a good night. Yep, I understand. I understand. We're going to shut this off here in like 2 or 3 minutes. So if you have any last second questions, go ahead and shoot them my way. I'm going to go check on my son here because it's almost been 3 hours, and I want to make sure he's doing good because he was up here for a while and he was throwing a temper tantrum. It was nuts. Summers might be over for you, but holy hell, it's going to be hot for us. As a matter of fact, August into September is probably the hottest months in Florida. Excuse me. I'm telling you, August and September, it'll be 95, 100 with ridiculous amounts of humidity every day. And it's like, oh, it doesn't start cooling off until, like, what I mean by cooling off is getting back into the 80s every day until about October. Please believe, and I'm not talking like cooling off like up north. When we're back in the 80s every day, where even with the sun out, is we're only hitting the 80s. That hits about October. But so you're in September, you're still in the 90s. Many Octobers will still, many days will be in the 90s. But you'll start to see the temperature where you'll be like 84, 85 as a high during the day. And you're like, okay, those are nice days. You might have your random 90-degree day in October, but the temperature definitely starts dropping. But our low for the last 2 years was in the middle of the night, was only 38 degrees here in Central Florida. 38 degrees was our low. So it's great. North Florida, they be in the 20s and teens. Central Florida, 38 degrees. That's the difference. 2.5 hours south will be a 15-degree difference. It's nuts. They'll have like 22 degrees. Here, 38 degrees. And you're like, bitches. Literally, same state, 2 hours away. So much of a difference. Once you hit Orlando and you work your way down, it doesn't really get that cold. It will be cold where you have to wear jackets, but you're not going to hit 20s or teens. Like you have a bad cold weather comes through and you're in the 20s. We'll be in the 60s. They'll be in like the 40s and 30s. You're like, hi today, 62 degrees. And you're like, yay, 62. And they're like, hi to them, 34 degrees. And you're like, ooh, same state. No thanks. Many days I would leave work and there'd be ice all over my window. And I'm like, oh my God. Central Florida, I'm good. Put on my leather riding jacket. I just ride to work. It's all good to go. What do you think of the best spray waxes overall? Spray wax, I would say something like Mcguire's Ultimate. Wax God spray wax is really good. Griot's Garage spray wax was really good. Turtle Wax Ice spray wax is very good, actually. I like them a lot. I'm trying to think. There might be one or two others, but I might be skipping it right now. I'll be back Saturday school on August 10th and won't be in your live stream. It's understandable. I understand, Aaron. You know, everybody's got to go back and you got to go back to the grind again. You know what I mean? As soon as you get out, you'll be good. What's the best car? What do you mean by that? What's the best what, Anthony? Are you going to have any more kids? We've talked about it. My wife is sometimes overwhelmed by my son. She's really overwhelmed by him. She gets really easily frustrated. So she said sometimes she doesn't want any more kids. Other times she said she maybe wants one more. She wants to have a girl. I personally would like to have 3 kids. I was an adopted, so I was the only one of my whole family. So because I was adopted, I was by myself. And now you look up and it's like for my son, he's not going to have any uncles or aunts from my side of the family, obviously, because I was adopted. I was the only one in my family. Where he's going to have brothers and sisters and all that stuff. Once we're dead and gone, he's going to be the only one left, and it's a little bit harder. Same thing would be with me. So you have to have a little bit of that, family stuff. And let's say he moves away. Well, then if you have, let's say, one child that stays in the Orlando area or wherever, you still have some family left. But if they all move away, it's like, there's nobody left, and so I would like more kids because he's been a blessing for me. It's definitely changed my look in life. It's changed me as a person, me more caring and stuff, because I can be pretty much a hard ass at times. Like, I don't give a damn. And I'll tell you that. I just don't care. I just don't care. Screw you guys. That kind of attitude. And when I had him, it's definitely more like I really baby him, make sure he's well taken care of. And I like to spoil him and really just sit down and play with him and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. He's been on so many cruises with us, and we go into stores and stuff, and I buy things, and I'll be like, oh, he'll like this, and I just buy it, and that's the way it is. Well, before anybody else, I would have probably not. Maybe my parents all helped him out because, that kind of situation, but it's different. It's definitely changed me, and I really like having a kid. He's a lot of fun, you know what I mean? So I want more, but we'll see what happens. Right now, it's kind of like, she's like, no, stay away from me. I don't want any more kids. That kind of relationship right now, it's been like that. She's like, no, stay away from me. I don't want kids. I don't want to get pregnant. So it's definitely changed our relationship a lot as well. Do you like 2008 Subaru Imprezas? All the Imprezas seem to be okay back in the day. I would buy an STI, one of the newer ones, but you see there's a new STI coming here in the next year or two. They've already showed kind of like concept. But from what concept went to what concept was cool, and then from what they sell now, it's like night and day difference. Subaru is not known for making pretty cars. They never have made pretty cars. But I went and looked at the STI, but my wife thought it was the ugliest piece of crap on the road. She was like, God, that thing is hideous looking. It was pretty funny. She's like, it's so damn ugly. Tons of room, very roomy, very outdated interior, though. The electronics are very outdated. I like the Civic Type R looks-wise a little bit more. The Civic Type R for 2019 is supposed to be getting a bump in power, and they're getting rid of the fake plastic vents on the front and the back bumpers, and they're going to put the option of a smaller wing. So you can have the Civic SI's wing on there versus the giant Type R wing they have on there now. So for people that didn't like the Type R wing but they just want all the power, they are doing that where they're actually making it a smaller wing. So personally, I like it better. It's a Honda. It's numbered. I like that it's numbered. I remember the Type R's from when I was a younger man, the Integras, and I see how much they sell for now. Unbelievable prices. Way more than they were brand new. And I just know, there's a Honda. They're more up to date technology-wise, and it's going to last forever. It's got a Honda engine in it. You know what I mean? Do you think it's going to be good next year? I don't know. I mean, everybody's going to the SUV fest right now. Everybody's making SUVs. I want to say, who was it? Another company is making Lincoln. Lincoln's making the Corsair. It's like, geez, how many damn SUVs do you need? So Lincoln's making a new SUV called the Corsair. I don't know where it's going to fit in, what part, but it's like, do you really need yet another flipping one? You have the Navigator, which the new Navigator is awesome. I like where Lincoln is finally going. They're finally turning the corner of garbage, and they're really starting to look good. Like the Continental is amazing. The Navigator is nice. The Aviator they just showed is looking really good. So I don't know where they need the Corsair. Is the Corsair going to fit between them? Everybody's SUV crazy now. It's not my thing. I don't need an SUV. If I lived in the woods, yeah, give me the SUV. I need that four-wheel drive, but come on, we don't need it out here. I like how Chevy's bringing back the Blazer name, though. But is it going to be trail capable, a good capable Blazer, or are we going like Pathfinder status, like the new Pathfinder that you wouldn't dare take out of a mall parking lot or a city? You wouldn't dare take it off road. It's not like the old Pathfinders that you could go off four-wheeling with and stuff. Enjoy your time, Joker. Have fun while you're here, buddy. Got the brisket. I have not, Alejandro. I want to pick that up as soon as possible, though. But I have not. I'm sorry about that. Can't believe Mitsubishi. Oh, they ruined it. They did ruin it out, Aaron, for sure. All right, guys, let's do 2 more minutes. I see we're at 2 hours and 48 minutes. 2 more minutes, last 2 minutes of questions. Shoot them out real quick, and I'm going to go ahead and jump out for the weekend. I guess I'll go ahead and edit that Chemical Guys car wash or the microfiber wash for tonight and put it up for tomorrow. And it's kind of a slow, obviously with that, it won't be as popular video because it's a microfiber wash. But that way you guys have good content and people, I like my channel because unlike, let's say, vloggers and stuff, my channel has videos that you can go back and see a year or two later and they're still relevant. Where who the crap cares what you did 2 years ago on a vlog? You know what I mean? It's just a different thing. Unless you have a specific topic talking about something I'm interested in, I'm not going to go back and look at your old stuff. But with products, my stuff is always relevant. So anybody who wants to see the products review later, it works out. All right, guys, last questions. Do you have any last questions before I get out of here? Last questions. We got a minute left. Let's see what you got. If you want more cargo room, I'll go with hatchback. Oh, yeah, the Civic Type R has tons of room. I'm surprised. I mean, if you really want room, get a minivan. There's nothing. There's no SUV that has more room than the minivan. The minivan is ridiculous. There's so much room in it, especially with the seats folded down. Do they sell all of your favorite spray waxes at Walmart? Not all of them, but they do sell the iced spray wax from Turtle Wax. It's really good, and the Mcguire's Ultimate is really good. Even the Meguiar's 2.0 spray wax is very good. I'm sorry, it's a Mother's 2.0 speed wax, really good. But you can't get like Wax Gods there. You can't get God, what's the other ones I really like? I know. I like a lot of spray waxes. I like a lot of stuff. Some of the ones you won't be able to get. Lucas spray wax is very good. Lucas spray wax is really good. Are you going to SEMA this year? We'll see. I don't know yet. I always get invites for it every year. I get free tickets. Greg Masterson always invites me out there. I get Turtle Wax. Funny, Turtle Wax now is going to have their first ever booth at SEMA because I kept writing them. I'm like, you really need to get your products out there. You need to be visiting car shows. You need to be going to these places like Detail Fest. If you want to start pushing that you're a bigger brand than just a cheap brand, you really need to get your name out there. You show people the stuff, have demo hoods and stuff like that, demo your stuff. So they are having their first table. Stoner Car Care is going to have their first one, but these people have told me I've had 3 invites now for SEMA saying they will get me tickets for SEMA. But Masterson's always tells me I can have a ticket from him. So I would be representing the Masterson's Car Care. It would be said Masterson's Car Care on it, but it would have my name on it. But he has to order them like 4 or 5 months in advance. That's what he has to do for SEMA. So that way he already has enough badges and they're already assigned. What's up, Chad? Hope you enjoyed the weekend. What's new? Not much, Kevin. We're about to dip out of here. I'm going to go take care of my son. I'm sorry you jumped in a little late. Leave me a sweet thumbs up, though, and I'll love you for a while. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we were in Jacksonville over the whole weekend, so I didn't get any videos done. And hopefully I'll get something out for you guys tomorrow. That will work our magic. You know what I mean? So I do apologize, Kevin. You had me come in the end. How often do you clay your car? Probably about once every 6 months. So once every 6 months is when I clay it. The Mitsubishi Mirage. The Mitsubishi Mirage was a car. You had the Mitsubishi Montero was the SUV. It was the bigger SUV, and that's the way it went down. And then you had, let's see, what were all the Mitsubishi names? They had the Outlander, Montero. They had another one I can't remember right now. But, yeah, Mitsubishi's kind of going the way of the Dodo Bird, especially getting rid of the Evo and just making these lame-ass names, and it's really bad. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't see them lasting in America another 10 years. The way things are going, I just don't see them going another 10 years. I mean, I think there's only 1 or 2 dealerships in all of Orlando, which is nuts for Mitsubishi. That's about it. There's a dealership in DeLand, which is out north of it. But, I mean, they're not everywhere. Like let's say you type in Honda, there'll be like 5 Honda dealerships in the greater Orlando area. Where there's only like 1 or 2 Mitsubishi dealers, and they're very, very tiny. Like if you type in a Ford or Chevy, hell, there's probably like 15 in the greater Orlando area. They're everywhere. They have a much smaller radius, they're allowed to be in. Yeah. Oh, well. All right, guys, I'm out of here for the night. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. I really do appreciate it. Keep sharing it up. Again, we're this close down to 24,000 subscribers. I just looked at it earlier. It was 2,900 and something. Once we hit 25,000, I'm probably going to do a 100,000 subscriber giveaway. Or I'm sorry, not a $100 giveaway. Probably like something like Auto Geek. Just do hey, you win. Here's your gift card. you go crazy, buy whatever the heck you guys want to buy. You know, go on like a spending spree of your own. That way I don't pick out what you want. You can pick and choose whatever the heck you've always wanted to try. And, you know, you get to do whatever you want. $100 is a lot. So it would go a long way. But that's my game plan for 25,000. So if you have any friends that are interested, tell them about my channel. Share my channel videos. Let's see if we can get to 25,000 a little bit faster. And then we'll go from there. So anyways, y'all, thanks again.